down week one, it's either going to be Shador Sanders or I would imagine out the gates Deshaun Watson. So Operation Lockdown on what could be a Browns offense going to take a while to get up and going if they do. Could be an indication that, in those weeks, it's going to be extra important to get the extra preparation time on the defensive side of the ball. And so, yeah, Liam Cohen actually uttered the word Cleveland yesterday. So, and by the way, I believe the opener is 3 weeks from Sunday. Is that right? Does that sound right? Are the college football openers 2 weeks from Saturday? They might be. We have our starting point, and I was thinking how much more exciting the starting point used to be. With the college football playoff now, things like the AP poll don't register. They don't hit like they used to get your preseason excitement started. It's certainly an inexact science. We told you after the coaches poll came out, 11 of their 25 weren't even ranked by the end of the year. It's the same story on the AP side, which we kind of previewed yesterday, knowing the poll would come out. But it's Ohio State starting at the top. Now listen to the teams I'm going to name for you, because I'm going to tell you something they have in common that might surprise you. Ohio State starts the season number one. I believe I read it's the 9th time in the school history they've started preseason number one. Oregon is number 2, coming off a 13-2 year last year. I believe both losses to Indiana. They may have been regular season and conference championship game, but nonetheless, with Dante Moore, very high draft pick, they think he could have been a top 5 in this year's draft. He leads them. They are number 2 overall. There's Georgia and Kirby Smart, and what a run it is. You can't say it's been. They got a same old Georgia, kind of under the radar a little bit, you feel like. But they've got a now veteran quarterback who just does it that Georgia way. And here they sit at number 3 to start the season. We'll see where they finish it. Odds are it'll be inside the top 10 because under Kirby Smart, the Dogs on a current run of 9 consecutive top 10 finishes. And that's way more important, right, than this list that we get before anybody plays any games. 9 straight, looking for 10 straight top 10 finishes for Kirby Smart. The last time the Dogs did not finish in the top 10 was Kirby's first year, when he went 8-5. So the Dogs are 3. Notre Dame is 4. So there are your top 4 teams, okay? Ohio State, coached by Ryan Day. Previous job, offensive coordinator, Ohio State. Previous head coaching experience, zip. The Oregon Ducks, number 2 in the country. Head coach, Dan Lanning. Previously defensive coordinator at Georgia. Previous head coaching experience, zip. Kirby Smart. Previously defensive coordinator, Alabama. Head coaching experience, zip. Marcus Freeman, Notre Dame head coach. Previous head coaching experience, defensive coordinator. Previous head coaching experience, zip. Seems to me when you go on the hunt for the next great head coach, it would behoove you to have the foresight to be able to identify the best coordinator in college football, or one of the best, or a really good one on a really strong program. You don't always get, the program he's coming from's results, but Oregon sure has. Dan Lanning left Georgia after back-to-back national championships. Here we are a few years later, and preseason at least, they're ranked ahead of the Dogs. Ryan Day slides in the same spot. Marcus Freeman. And, of course, Kirby, who now has been around so long, you forget that it's his first head coaching stint. I got another. By the way, Florida unranked in the top 25. Not surprising. And I wonder if John Sumrall was coming to the Gators as the previous, defensive coordinator at Georgia. Based on what we just read right there, would you take even a little bit more optimism? By the way, we get details from the scrimmage. Hick had some of the insider dish yesterday, but it's more official now. Summerall had a press conference yesterday afternoon, so I'll update you on it, what's being portrayed as a competition for the starting job. I mean, it sure feels like with the NIL deal and the previous experience that Aaron Philo has with offensive coordinator Buster Faulkner, that's the direction they'll lean out the gates. I would imagine they'll both play when we get to, week 3 and a trip to Auburn is when the real decisions get made. I don't know if I said this on the air, if I had this conversation with someone else. I believe I was just talking with fans, friends. I don't know where I was. ET, have I said this on the air? So Aaron Philo, the Gators' potential starting quarterback, he went to Georgia Tech off of I think I did say this on the air because someone qualified it on the text line, but I'll mention it here in the 6 o'clock hour. Philo broke the Georgia State passing record in high school football, set the Georgia State passing record, and the guy whose record he beat was Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, he said on there.
I did say it, yeah, and he did it. Now, this is the qualifier, and the text line let me know this. Appreciate it. He did it at a small school against lower division competition, but still a whole bunch of yards, and a guy who's certainly comfortable flinging it around. That receiving room is a strength down there. I mean, it's short Cliff's notes on the University of Florida, the offensive line and the quarterback, which are awfully doggone important, are the two big question marks on that offensive side. I think the defense is going to be pretty good. The receivers and running backs are, I would say, even by SEC standards, pretty elite. Pretty as good as even the best teams in the SEC when it comes to top 3 receivers and top running back. But what about the guys getting them the ball? More importantly, the guys blocking up front. So, and I say more importantly, yeah, it's more the offensive line. More importantly, what can they do? Because the one thing about a quarterback competition is you got 2 guys there. If one of them isn't the guy, then maybe the other is. And if neither are, then who cares what anyone else does? You're not going to be good enough. Miami, you're wondering, is number 7. Indiana, you're defeating Natty, is number 6. But Miami is 7. You got a bunch in the top 10 from the SEC, but top heavy with the Big 10 at 1, 2, and 6. SEC shows up 3, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. So a lot of middle ground there. Michigan and our buddy Big Jake Guanera, they start at number 16, coming off a 9-4 season. They got a big early season game against Oklahoma. Oklahoma, to me, seems a little bit too highly ranked at number 10, but I could certainly be wrong. Interesting stat on their schedule, they don't have back-to-back road games all year, so that could behoove a little more consistency and stability. Well, I made a pledge coming off of the All-Star break, the trade deadline coincided with coming off of a vacation, that I'm just going to stay a glass half empty. I just want to get a baseball team to the postseason. Certainly hope they can win the division. My nice, calm, mellow mood ring is served me well for the first 3 weeks or a month out of the All-Star break, but the Braves are starting to tiptoe back into that territory that always causes me frustration. And, when you get to this time of year and you go to play the Twins, I say, you just got to hit, man. You got to get some hits. On the other side, it's got an ERA of 5. You got another guy you're facing tonight with an ERA of 5. I need somebody to tell the Braves pitchers that the trade deadline is this week and the whole world thinks they're not good enough, because when they were operating under that mindset, they had a nice little 10-12 game run where every starting pitcher was throwing 5 scoreless. But now that they're back to the safety, I guess, and the nice little warm feeling of they're part of the team, nobody can't get nobody out. And they're doing it early and digging holes, and hitters aren't coming through. So it's a loss last night at Minnesota. Meanwhile, the Phillies have been, boy, what an up-and-down team they've been. And they hit an up yesterday against ET's Marlins, who are trying to stay alive in the wild card hunt. This series with Philadelphia, important for them. The Marlins, if they don't turn it around now against Philadelphia, their entire playoff push is going to be defined by going to Atlanta and getting swept, and then going to Philadelphia. And if they don't win, getting swept there, that would be the death knell for the Marlins. Any postseason hopes. Rays snapped a short losing streak, so they get a victory last night. The AL's more of a mess. the final wild card spot right now, if you're tied for it, and there are like 3 or 4 teams that are, 3 games under 500. Totally different deal over in the National League, where the Marlins, even with a loss last night, are still above 500. Yeah, 64 instead. The Cardinals are above. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 3 more. 9 teams in the National League are above 500, and in the American League, it's just 5. And so right now, by the way, the Twins, who were 60 and 65, taking on the Braves last night, with that win, they're only a half game out of the American League wild card, but they're the ties for that last American League wild card. The Orioles, Rangers, and Tigers, who got rid of everyone, got rid of Mize and Scooble. But those 3 teams all tied for the final wild card spot, and they're all 3 games under 500. Whew. It's a good year to be a middle of the pack. Don't look now. Here come the Blue Jays. They've won 7 out of 10. Last year's World Series team, who was dead and buried with like no hope at the beginning of July, is now just a half game back in that wild card chase as well. Let's take our first time out. Let's go camping. I want to let you hear from Liam Cohen on a couple things. Hear from Travis Hunter, whose practice allotment certainly looked different yesterday. Update you on the offensive line, ever shuffling, and a question that we had yesterday is now moot. I'll explain. You're listening to The Drill. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday on 1010XL.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. At 1010XL,
wax on, wax off.
Our sports experts undergo extensive training before they broadcast.
Wax on, wax off.
Wax on, wax off. Hey.
Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Wax on, hot.
1010XL.
Wax off.
If you're getting estimates for replacement windows, do yourself a favor. Get one more. Prosser here. I did, and I was blown away. Cash Building Materials' local team is so experienced, and they know exactly what works for Jacksonville homes at a surprising price. You owe it to yourself to see what they can do before making a decision. Before you buy windows or doors, get a cash quote. Search Cash Building Material. Cash Building Material. Windows and doors done right.
Hey there, poker players. The World Poker Tour is here at Best Bet Jacksonville from now until September 9th.
This year's WPT series is bigger than ever with 14 tournament events, huge payouts, Best Bet live featured events, and over $1.5 million in guarantees.
That's right. Get in on the poker action and excitement and win big at Best Bet Jacksonville. See all the details at bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
I'm Tom McManus, and after each training camp practice, you'll get my instant reaction with everything I saw from the Miller Electric Center. Get my observations from the practice field, served up by No Way Jose Mexican Bar and Grill, and only on the 1010XL social channels.
Football season starts at Twin Peaks. ET here, and I got a public service announcement for you. Get your league together and host your fantasy football draft party at your local lodge. And commissioners, for all your hard work, I got a $50 gift card at Twin Peaks for you. Cold drinks, made from scratch foods, and wall-to-wall TVs everywhere. Everything you need for draft day. Book your fantasy football party at your local lodge, Twin Peaks, today.
Want to stretch that dollar? Taylor Doll here to help save you money with the Money Pages magazine and app. Trying to figure out dinner? Money Pages has deals at your favorite local restaurants. Need auto repairs or an oil change? Money Pages has coupons to help you save. Looking to do some home improvement projects? Money Pages has deals on everything home, from AC repair and plumbing to flooring and painting. Check your mailbox for Money Pages today and download the app for savings on the go.
Do you have numbness and tingling in your fingers? Or wake up at night and have to shake your hand? Hi, I'm Dr. George Bari, and at Bari Orthopedics, we have a myriad of treatments that can possibly help you. If you have numbness and tingling, you may have carpal tunnel. We have cortisone injections, PRP injections, and shockwave therapy that may help treat the numbness and tingling that you have. We also treat it surgically with endoscopic carpal tunnel release, a 2-centimeter incision that will release the nerve and have you back at work and doing what you want to do in life in no time. If you have numbness and tingling in your hand, give us a call at Bari Orthopedics or log on at bariorthopedics.com.
In this age of globalization, we've learned that bigger isn't always better. Ever tried to get phone help from a big corporation? From a real person? Good luck. That is what's so nice about Mike Merritt's Heating and Air. Unlike publicly traded conglomerates with headquarters in faraway cities, Mike Merritt's Heating and Air remains family-owned and operated by Mike, your neighbor. Mike Merritt has delivered hometown service, integrity, and pricing for generations. The big guys incentivize their techs to sell you new equipment. Mike's team emphasizes repair first. We only sell you equipment if your current equipment is worn out and beyond repair. And let's be honest about price. Small operations without much overhead can sometimes lowball your job, but you can't trust just anyone with a truck. They may be here today and gone tomorrow. Mike Merritt has been keeping North Florida cool for more than 3 decades. That's experience and dedication you can count on. Call today or see us on the web.
Florida license number CAC 050384.
Like many football fans in Jacksonville, I love defense. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett, and I'm here to tell you that defense in the courtroom is important as well. That's because penalties for DUI are much more serious than penalties on the gridiron. If you or someone you know is facing a DUI, call us for a free case analysis now. Know before you blow 858-9818. Put my more than 20 years of experience to work for you. Office is Jacksonville, serving all surrounding counties. Call 858-9818 or go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
I'm trending towards us potentially playing Friday night a little bit with the ones. Yeah, so I think that's the goal right now, is to look at potentially playing them a little Friday night. You know, you just look at the amount of padded days that we actually have left until, the game week. And it's very few and far between. So you set a schedule, you set it, and you're like, well, timing and circumstances, things change. And when you have to pivot a little bit, and I think we need a little bit more work in terms of coming off of the Saints joint and the Saints game. I think we just need a little bit more padded work against each other, good on good. Can't really do it today. We had to pivot a little bit. So like to maybe see these guys Friday night, go out there, get a couple drives potentially. And that'll also help alleviate some of the depth, as you mentioned, to get some of these guys some work, knowing that I'm not playing them in week 3.
That's Liam Cohen on the plan to play the starter. So you can hear there, wouldn't be surprising at all to see him play a couple of series. And you mentioned because of the state of things, they got the injury bug is hit over there. Caused some shuffling around in a couple different areas, but the offensive line continues to be musical chairs. Now, he did say Udoka looks like we'll be able to be back before the regular season starts. Still, we'll track that. He'd be coming off the injury he suffered in the Saints preseason opener. Cole Van Lanen still on the PUP list. We've not gotten anything direct from the Jags on how confident they are. He's back to 100%. Walker Little was back in pads yesterday, took individual work, wasn't part of the team drills. So Ezra Cleveland moved from guard to right tackle, and Milam was inserted at left guard. Pregnon continues to impress, and Liam called him out a little bit after practice yesterday. Again, if you didn't notice Pregnon in the preseason opener, that's probably a good thing when it comes to offensive linemen. And, he played significant snaps there. Liam said he won battles there. He won battles in the one-on-one joints, and he's going to be considered. They will not rush him. He will stay behind the veterans. I get that sense from down there. But at the same time, if he's ready, then they will. And the injuries may dictate some guys having to get out there quicker. I don't think the plan would have been for Jonah Monheim to be getting starting reps at center late in the year in important games. Don't think that was on the bingo card this time last year. So the injuries and particularly along the offensive line, it just sounds like he wants some more padded work, and he alluded to it. His feelings were a little stronger at a different part of his press conference yesterday of, being peeved that they couldn't get more padded work yesterday. They wanted yesterday to be a little bit more intense than they were able to do. When it comes to deciding how you're going to dole out your snaps, we've talked about this. It varies from organization to organization. I do have listed in front of me the final numbers from the full week of week 1 of the NFL preseason. So 32 teams. ET, how many do you think played their starting quarterback at least? Let's see, the lowest amount is 8 snaps for a starter. The highest amount was 33 snaps for a different starter. So final numbers for the first week of the NFL preseason. How many of the 32 starters saw snaps in week 1? Quarterback only.
Quarterback only. I don't remember seeing many quarterbacks. Man, I'd say maybe 3 or 4.
12.
12 quarterbacks started?
Deshaun Watson played 33 snaps. You can see the urgency in Cleveland, our opening opponent. Cam Ward played 22. Josh Allen, 15 snaps.
That's crazy.
Jackson Dart, 14. Malik Willis, 14. Joe Burrow, 13 in the rain.
Yeah.
Jacoby Brissett, 11. Kirk Cousins took 10. Bryce Young had 10. Jordan Love, 9. Kyler Murray, 9. Tua Tagovailoa, 8. And, really, you can almost include, because it feels, well, maybe he's not. Is Mahomes going to be good to go week 1? I guess he is. Isn't he going to be the starter week 1? These guys come back from those injuries, man. Kansas City's such an intriguing team, aren't they? Here in town, there's no doubt the most intriguing aspect as we get the season up and rolling is just what is Travis Hunter going to be. Hopefully we can unopen this box this year, have an unboxing, and we'll have him for the duration, which, if we do, is way more than likely going to include going to the postseason. But, such a unique talent and ability. If he focused on one side, would certainly be a starter at either position for just about anybody in the league. How they break down his snaps week to week will, remain a work in progress. But this is the one glimpse we get into opponent preparation, because we see some things in training camp that are being dictated by knowing that Browns are coming up in the season opener. And I said, like he even mentioned Cleveland yesterday, doing certain things, but with Cleveland in mind. In fact, I think you might hear that here in just a second. So to that end, yesterday in 11 on 11, there was no more of, Hunter playing 4 snaps here, going over, changing the jersey, playing 4 there. They used him on defense exclusively yesterday in the team portion. So first, Liam Cohen on that strategy decision.
We just wanted to get him the 7-on-7 work and just really hone in on a little bit more corner. Made a good freaking play on the out cut over there, which, boom. Just trying to get him more, even just when we're going offense, and then, when he's on defense, and then getting some of the mental reps on defense, like when he's not in and he's coming offense every time, we're losing out on even more coaching in those moments. And so wanted to just be very intentional today about getting him some of those visual reps so Matt can coach him even when he's not in, he's not running over. So we just wanted to get him a little bit more of that.
All right. Hunter had his media opportunity yesterday. He talked about a number of things. His physique has certainly caught everyone's eye. He did say he changed his diet up a little bit. Talked about the joint practice with the Saints and what he thought he did. Hunter is one of those guys that if somebody catches a ball, it's breaking news, it feels like. By the way, he says his family sends him whenever they see any hate online. So if you're hating on Travis Hunter, the player, he's going to be a little extra motivated. So sounds like he fits right in with Liam Cohen's motivational styles and tactics from a year ago. Says he hadn't talked to his buddy Shador about week 1. But he did talk yesterday about playing defense only when it came to the 11 on 11s in yesterday's practice.
Oh, it's definitely beneficial. I needed to knock the rust off, like I said earlier. I got to get better somehow, somewhere. So I definitely took my time to, hone in on one of that, and that was defense, get better, get my feet up under me. Can't let nobody catch the ball. So that's my motto right now, is just continue to focus and get better.
Yeah, I like a guy whose models can't let nobody catch the ball. That's probably a good one. Now, look, this flies, in a more laid-back setting on the pivot with Fred. Hunter said, I can't stand to not play both. I got to play both. So I promise you that itch is still down in there. But I do think they see the value. There's a lot. Look, Liam's kind of summed it up this way as well. On offense, you know the play. You know the playbook. You know the play. You know the design. You know the route. There might be a minimal change to another play where you know all those things. Where on defense, play to play can be a lot more fluid. Play calls, coverage changes. You don't stick with what you got to react. And you got to communicate. And so they want some of that chemistry, on what will be the starting defense. And you're running out of time to build that. And so I think it's as much an indication of how happy they are with where he is in the offense and how he can just naturally slot in. Here's the play call. Here's what you do. Here's where you go. And depending on the need is to have a dadgum lockdown all-pro corner. That's the need. Put Monteric Brown on the other side, sprinkle in these young guys, let's go get them. And if you, week to week, need a starting level receiver because one or two of your three are out, I would imagine he'd do both in those need situations, should they arise. But just another one of the many reasons to be optimistic about this upcoming football season, if you ask me. And it looks like you're going to at least get to see a little bit of a dress rehearsal from the starters when they play their home opener coming up on Friday night. I like the Friday night game. I don't, keeps the weekend wide open, right? I just, I don't mind bookending a workday with a fun 4 hours here to start and then the preseason, and then a little bit extra bonus to seeing the starters play a little bit this week. All right, I got news from the Gators scrimmage, and I'm going to make a comparison with yesterday's releasing of the first AP Top 25. I'm going to make a comparison with a unit that has absolutely nothing to do with sports and see how the two go hand in hand. That and more on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday, next on The Drill.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Now, another classic moment in Jags history.
Intercepted. It's Rasheed Mathis to win it for Jacksonville.
This is the home of your team, 1010XL.
Jacksonville homes are selling, but it could take months and a low price, lower than you want to sell. It could. Doesn't have to. Getting top price means aggressive marketing, and Chad and Sandy Newman are the Jacksonville experts who've proven systems that are going to drive demand and sell your home. So if you need to sell now, Chad and Sandy get instant offers. Fast, easy, stress-free. Max price, they're going to aggressively market. And whether you're buying or selling, fast or max, Chad and Sandy have the proven plan guaranteed. How's this for a bottom line? Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they'll buy it. No required costs and repairs. Pick your move date, agree, and move on. Keith in Atlantic Beach. I wanted to move my parents closer. They needed a lot of help getting their home ready for sale. Finding a new one. Medical issues made things even more challenging. I called Chad and Sandy because I heard their stories on the radio. The Chad and Sandy team, compassionate and professional, and got the job done. My folks' home sold the very first weekend for $1.2 million. Call Chad and Sandy today.
Hey, Hicken here on 1010XL. Jacksonville lawns fight sandy soil, and regular watering and mowing, not enough. TopDressing.com fixes the real problem. Their Crew Core aerates your yard, then spreads a custom organic biocompost blend that rebuilds the soil, feeds the roots, and grows thicker, greener grass from the ground up. It's the professional way to rescue your lawn. Do like I did. Call 888-850-1850 or visit TopDressing.com.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional, and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296, Fine Salem, NMLS ID 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Checkmate. I'm Brendan Cecilia, founder of Checkmate Coatings.
And I'm Chester, Checkmate chessman, and, you may be surprised, newfound fan of American football.
Really? You?
Absolutely. Listen to this. Duval!
It's Duval, Chester. Duval.
That's what I said. Duval!
Ball. Ball.
Ball. The point is, Brendan, with football season approaching and friends dropping by your house to watch the games, there's no better time to spiff up your garage with a beautiful, durable, polymer-coated floor.
We can even do it in team colors for the real fans out there.
Oh, that is a good idea.
A garage floor your friends will love?
Check. In a color that makes you proud?
Check. Installed by locals who can actually pronounce Duval?
Checkmate.
Transforming your floors, making them great. Checkmate. Visit checkmatecoatings.com. That's checkmatecoatings.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Welcome back on the Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Thanks for being along for the ride. I believe we may have had a record-setting night. I don't know what the time period they register temperature records. This is not one you want to own. I believe we tied, at least in Jacksonville, I think we tied the warmest low temperature ever. In other words, it only went down to 81 degrees. It's as low as it got overnight. It was 84. When actually, it's not 81 yet. It's projected to hit 81 at like 8 a.m. When I got up today to come to work and looked at the thermometer to go to to come to work, the Jacksonville reading, 84 degrees. 5 a.m. It's 84. Feels like 94. What am I, in Vegas with humidity? 94 feels like. God bless you 6 o'clockers. They don't even know, do they, boys? They don't even know what y'all are out there doing today, do they? I feel you. I see at the dailies this morning, loading up coolers, preparing for another day out in this hellish landscape of temperature. We feel you. So I'm going to reverse engineer a little bit what John Sumrall said at his press conference yesterday. The Gators had a scrimmage on Saturday, and we get some of the details. And Hick was pretty spot on yesterday with what some of the highlights were, and I'll review just a couple of them. There's not a ton. It's really right now just about any narrative down there. It's all about this quarterback position and who's going to win the starting quarterback job. So when I say reverse engineer, I'm going to start with the last thing that Sumrall said about the quarterback battle. And he said it's a competition that remains. Philo has a lead for a lot of reasons. And that's the way it feels. But he said something yesterday kind of out loud that they usually don't share with you, because you could, if you were getting your feelings, and you could take insult by it if you're, at a certain level of the Gators depth chart. More on that in a second. But let me start with how he concluded on the topic of who's going to be the starting quarterback for Florida. I'm not going to sit here and say one guy's way ahead because they're both doing good work, but I do feel like we're in the position where nobody's going to take the snap game one, snap one, because the other guy's done a poor job. It's going to be because he executed at it a little bit higher level, whoever it is, and it's not. But we're at a place now where both guys are playing good football. So that's important. But they don't get real caught up in the note-taking stats. And I'll tell you why. He says, they take into account depth chart differences in how each guys are playing. They're taking into account the successful plays, why they were successful. They're acknowledging there's a drop-off at certain positions on the defensive depth chart. So that matters if you're trying to evaluate the quarterbacks and what they're going against. Summerall. Sometimes a guy just doesn't get covered. It's like, well, okay, I can make that throw. Both the guys going with the ones and twos. It's not driven towards either one. There's challenges with going with the twos also because you may not have the full complement of skill players around you, whatever it may be. Usually when you go out with the first snap, though, with the ones, usually you look across the line, you're okay, there's Miles Graham, there's Childs, there's Brendan Bett, there's McLeod, Jaden Woods. Yeah, like the whole defense is pretty good. As you go down, it's less daunting. Throwing lanes of not just the pressure in front of you, the pocket, the throwing lanes against the ones a little bit tighter. Now, he did say Philo was, quote, way ahead in the spring because he had a familiarity with Faulkner's offense, but says Tramell Jones Jr., I'll remind you, from Mandarin High School here in town, has continued to make significant progress this offseason. I think Tramell's grown a ton, Summerall said. Biggest growth he's got to continue to make is operating from the line of scrimmage, shifts, motions, those kind of things. He's got great energy. He's got good touch on the football. When things are right, they're right. He's got a bright future. I'm fired up about him. I really am. So it feels like Philo is the leader and Tramell is coming and is more than capable if need be. E.T., could you pull up the brand spanking new AP Top 25?
Yes, sir.
Chock full of your traditional power, so I don't want to make too much of this correlation, but let me throw a list at you, another top 20 list that has absolutely nothing to do with football per se, but let's see how closely it aligns. So I'm going to read you a team, a program, that I want you to tell me if they're ranked in the top, 20 of the AP poll.
All right.
All right, let's start with LSU. Where are they ranked?
LSU. Hold on, let me grab it.
It should have their number next to them, bro. Well, you got to get a list. The LSU's on the list. You got to get a list that has a number next to it. You don't need to be counting them down. This is going to go forever. No, this Google. You got to get off that page. I ain't going any further with you on that page. This is off to a bad start. Nope. Yeah,
LSU's 11. The number's there.
Yeah, okay. I don't know what just happened there. He's going blind, he says. Is this going to continue? I got about 12 more teams I'm about to rattle off to your silly A.
LSU was 11.
All right. Miami.
Number 7.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame, number 4.
Ohio State.
O-State, numero uno.
Oregon.
Dos.
Texas.
Cinco, 5.
Texas A&M.
A&M is on here at 8.
Georgia.
Georgia is 3.
And the last one, Michigan.
Michigan.
Or 16, I think. I read that we're talking about.
And that is correct, 16.
All right, so the first 9 were all in the top 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, the first 9 were the top 10 in some order. I just read off to you the 10 programs spending the most in college football this year.
I see the correlation there.
The 10 programs spending the most, ranking college football's most expensive rosters after polling 50-plus industry insiders. There's the over 40 million club. That's LSU, number 8. That's Miami, number 6 or 7. That's Notre Dame, number 4. That's Ohio State, number 1. That's Oregon, number 2. That's Texas, number 5. That's Texas A&M, number 8. And that's Georgia, number 9. The top 9 in roster budget this year. These are inexact numbers, but I'll trust them. The top 9 also make up 9 of the top 10 in the AP poll. Don't take 60 minutes to figure this one out. Back with a football fix next. You're listening to The Drill on the Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care. Official dental partner of the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp.
This is your VSIN Action Update, brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Offensive lineman Patrick McCary could miss time this season. He recently had a back procedure. The Jacksonville Jaguars could have starters on the field for a couple of drives this week, according to Liam Cohen. Jaguars are 2.5-point favorites over the Carolina Panthers at Everbank Stadium on Friday night. Total bet down from 39.5 to 38.5. Nick Martinez on the hill for the Tampa Bay Rays. He's 12-3, 2.74 ERA, $1.44 home favorite against the Blue Jays today, while the Atlanta Braves are laying $1.32 on the road to the Minnesota Twins plus 109, 8.5 over the total at Target Field. Progressive helping veterans drive their lives forward. More info, keystoprogress.com. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
If you've been dealing with backups, strange smells, or soggy spots in the yard, your septic system is trying to tell you something. This month, save $500 on a new septic system installation from Duck Duck Rooter. As the only master septic contractor in Northeast Florida, we'll handle everything, from the required permits and inspections to the complete installation. Stop hoping. Start fresh. When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com. Financing is available.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Don't miss the Bari Breakdown with Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime, Wednesdays around 1:35 for the latest in sports injuries from all the big names in the game. Who's MIA, who's coming back? Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime, Wednesdays at 1:35 on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
AA Automotive helps keep your vehicle in dependable and safe condition. Call Sam, Harry, or Joe, and they'll check your brakes, tires, fluids, electric, and motor, so your ride runs smooth on the road. That's AA Automotive on Richard Street.
Hi, I'm Blake Bortles. People know I've always said if I wasn't playing football, I'd probably be on a construction site. So Next Gen Roofing finally let me live the dream.
Blake, why are you wearing a red practice jersey?
Always worn it for safety.
Right. Well, around here, the red jersey means you're the new guy, so you're in charge of garbage cleanup.
Perfect. I love garbage time. Always excelled in it.
It's not exactly what I meant.
Good thing Next Gen Roofing has real pros handling everything from family homes to large commercial buildings. Next Gen, teamed up with you.
Teamed up with you. Hey, soccer fans, Sporting Jacks is giving away a new Honda Accord Saturday, 8:15. Sporting Jacks men take on Indy 11 at 7 on Hodges Field at UNF. Just be there. Someone will win a new car from Honda at the Avenues and Sporting Jacks. Visit sportingjacks.com today.
Hey gang, Hicken here. You know I've been using Zero Res for years now. Heck, I used a couple other guys way back when, even tried the do-it-yourself cleaning. Learned real quick that ain't for us. With Zero Res, the zero residue carpet cleaner leaves your carpets truly clean with no dirt-attracting soaps or harsh chemicals. And they're affordable. This month, get 3 rooms starting at $119 plus a free hallway for the remainder of the month. Call 287-5727 or visit ZeroResJacksonville.com and ask for the 1010XL special.
Zero Res.
When you're hungry, go big, and more importantly, go to Dailies, where they got anything and everything to tantalize your taste buds and fill you up. At Daly's, our barbecue beef brisket sandwich is slow smoked to perfection. Tender, juicy, and full of bold flavor. It's the kind of sandwich that truly satisfies. Try the barbecue brisket sandwich at Daly's. Meanwhile, some favorites never go out of style. The Duval sub at Daly's is stacked, loaded, and made with the bold flavor you want in every bite. Fresh ingredients, big taste. It's a local favorite. Grab the Duval sub today at Daly's. Or maybe you just want a delicious chicken sandwich. Some choices just work. The chicken sandwich at Daly's is crispy on the outside, it's juicy on the inside, and it is full of flavor. Perfect for lunch, perfect for dinner, perfect anytime hunger hits. So grab the chicken sandwich today at Daly's. Daly's is made fresh, it's made local, and Daly's is built for big appetites. I'll see you there today.
Birthdays, anniversaries, and graduations happen year-round. That's why it's good to have Kuhn Flowers on hand to send that floral arrangement with a simple click. Call or showroom visit. Make Kuhn Flowers your go-to when you need to send your love.
It's about to get real. Training camp is on. Listen to 1010XL throughout the day for all the details and analysis of the passes, runs, and defensive performances. 1010XL's coverage of training camp is brought to you by Green Acres Sporting Goods.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, we're back here on the drill. I did a Daly's double take this morning. Got a couple of baseball notes before we give you the NFL headlines. But to our consternation, the Field of Dreams game was placed on Netflix. It seems like a dumb idea to make your casual baseball fans search out such a cool night. Now, you do have the benefit when it's on Netflix if it stays there. If you want to come for all the pageantry, you can watch it on Netflix today, I suppose. But I will say we've got some numbers now. 1.66 million watched that live on Netflix. It is the 9th highest rated regular season game this year. 1.66 million. Number 8 Dodgers Phillies on ESPN got 175. Pirates Mets opening week NBC Peacock 2 million. Giants Cubs NBC Peacock 2.5. Yankees Giants opening week on Fox got 2.59 million. Yankees Giants opening night, another Netflix production, 2.97 million, which is actually the 4th highest rated regular season game. So the response on Netflix hasn't been one that they're going to stop putting games on Netflix. I guess that would be the long and short of it there. We had intrigue and mystery and incredible performance on display in Major League Baseball last night, just a variety of different ways. Pete Crow Armstrong is now starting to have, and I say this after a night where Shohei Ohtani hit 2 home runs for the Dodgers, but Pete Crow Armstrong is putting together all these like MVP-type moments as well. He did something last night, hadn't happened since 2010. He led off the game with a home run, and then he hit a walk-off home run. So his first at bat for the Cubs was his home run, then the last at bat for the Cubs was his home run. He also is a 30 home run, 30 steals now for the 2nd straight year. And again, he does it on a night where Shohei Ohtani returns to the Dodgers, gives him 2 home runs, says the knee feels good. What's going on with the D-backs and Ketel Marte? He's on the restricted list after he no-showed, went AWOL. He did this last year as well. Did not show up for Arizona's game against the Red Sox on Monday. You know, I was in Atlanta this weekend where the Diamondbacks were. He played Friday night, didn't play well, had a key error, and then he was out of the lineup on Saturday, and we wondered why. He's one of their better players. Then I think he returned. I wasn't at the game, but I think I remember him returning to the game on Sunday, and now AWOL in Boston, and Torey Lovello, their manager, searching for answers himself. So don't know what's going on with Ketel Marte. That's an odd one. The Mets' Carson Bench did something cool last night. He threw out 2 Padres in a row at home. The Mets had another outfield assist. They had like 3 in the first couple of innings. And the Yankees, hey, Braves fan, you heard this before? Max Fried going to the IL. Spent a lot of this season on it. Came back. He had just 2 or 3 great outings in a row. He stifled, the Braves, and then his next start, he gave up like 0 or 1 runs, but he's back now with more elbow issues. Meanwhile, the Yankees activate Carlos Rodon. All right, E, fire up the band. We got a football fix. Let me just give you a couple of the news and notes from around the National Football League. It's brought to you by Mandy at the Bowers Agency. You can trust my friend Mandy Bowers. That's the assurance you need with your insurance agent. She's got a dream team, can help you in any level and manner of your insurance. It's home, life, business, auto, and more. She's got the game plan. And I'll see you on the home course. Home course, best value in golf and better shape than ever, literally. The Julington Creek Golf Club. The Colts have signed Keenan Allen. The 34-year-old veteran receiver gets a 1-year deal with Indy. Had another former NFL player die after a bout with ALS. O.J. Brigance, man, he fought it for a long time now. He got ALS when he was in his 30s. He's died now 19 years after being died. God, that's a 19-year waiting room in hell, man. So God bless O.J. Brigance, gone at the age of 56 after a long ALS fight. Bad news for the Saints. Jordan Tyson, their rookie, kind of quietly suffered what you thought was maybe a minor hamstring injury in the joint practice session with the Jaguars. Now we learn he's going to miss up to 2 months. That's a blow for the Saints. They got high expectations in New Orleans. Chris Olave got, paid this year like he's a number 1 receiver. So we'll see. The Bears and an important piece in their backfield, Kyle Monangai. He was a rookie last year, and he was starting to come on at the end of the year. He has a knee injury. He's likely out weeks. Puka Nacua has not been practicing out in Los Angeles. Meanwhile, Myles Garrett returned to practice. Apparently, his bout with soreness is over. And we talked about Breece Hall going down at Jets training camp. The news, at least initially, is not the worst. They say it's a strained groin. Aaron Glenn not worried. Meanwhile, the Bills brass, Rome is burning and they fiddle. They're very happy with the field at the new stadium. Yeah, everything went great. Okay, maybe they're talking about the field and the turf. That'd be different. They continue to whine and complain a bit up there in Buffalo. Bills Mafia does about certain things that go with the layout. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. Hick and Rob and more come your way next. Thanks to the Bowers Agency and the Julington Creek Golf Club.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
The Kings of the Swamp.
Ball's loose at the 38. Gators got it. Wow.
This is Gators head football coach John Sumrall. Join Sean Kelly and our broadcast crew as they bring you Gators football all season long.
On Jacksonville's home of Florida Gators football, 1010 XL.
Frank Francie here. The deals at Nimnik Buick GMC have never been better. This month, save up to $16,000 off a new GMC Sierra truck, the kind I drive, and I love it. Or save more than $6,000 on a new Buick SUV. Plus, 0% financing for 60 months is now available. With the largest selection of new Buicks and GMCs in the region, why would you go anywhere else? Shop online at NimnikBuickGMC.com or head to the showroom off Phillips Highway. Great prices, great interest rates. Who takes care of you? Really takes care of you? Nobody but Nimnik. GMC, we are professional grade.
At Orthopedic Specialists of Jacksonville, care starts with listening, one-on-one consultations, clear answers, and a plan built around you. Our orthopedic surgeons, sports medicine physicians, and rehabilitation specialists work together to treat injuries, manage chronic pain, and restore strength and mobility. From your first check-in to your personalized treatment plan, everything is designed to help you move forward with confidence. Orthopedic Specialists of Jacksonville, expert care, improving lives.
Man, I'm going to shoot straight with you. When you replace the windows, it's a big investment. It's a big financial commitment. You've got to be sure that you're aligned with the right company. And I'm here to tell you that investment deserves the straight answers you get at Cash Building Material. That's where I got them. Cash Building Material, explain the options, answer my questions, or I better said Mrs. P's questions. Helped us find windows that fit my home and my budget. No pressure, just honest advice. They'll do the same for you. Cash Building Material. Before you buy windows or doors, get a cash quote. Search Cash Building Material and click on the Replacements tab. Cash Building Material. Windows and doors done right.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
You trusted a medical professional with your care. When that trust is broken, the results can be devastating. Medical error can leave patients and families facing unanswered questions and lifelong challenges. Founded in Jacksonville, Edwards & Raggett's helps you understand and protect your legal rights after medical negligence. No fees unless you recover damages. We're here to help. Call 904-INJURED or visit 904injured.com.
Edwards & Raggett's, offices Jacksonville.
Yo, what's happening, football fans? It's your main man, E to the T. And it's almost time to draft your team and kick off another season. This year, take your fantasy football draft party to Twin Peaks, where cold drinks, made from scratch food, and wall-to-wall TVs make your lodge the ultimate draft day headquarters. Round up your league, grab a table, and get ready for some picks, the rivalries, and the full season bragging rights. Whether you're defending a title or drafting for the first time, start your fantasy season at Twin Peaks. Book your fantasy football draft party at your local lodge today.
Hi, this is Dave Barker. Multi-unit hair grafting is now available at IHRS and can give you 3 times more hair in one procedure over a traditional hair transplant.
Multi-unit hair grafting gave me more hair in one procedure and within my budget.
You can grow your hair back with this exclusive new procedure. Call now for your free evaluation and see if multi-unit hair grafting or PRP can restore your hair. Call 904-777-IHRS.
My bald spots are gone. Thanks, IHRS.
IHRS is the only clinic in the Southeast to offer all proven solutions to restore your hair and is now offering multi-unit hair grafting. One procedure, more hair.
You've got nothing to lose but more hair. I feel younger, I look younger, and who doesn't want to feel better about themselves?
This year, grow your hair back. Call for a free evaluation. Call IHRS 904-777-IHRS 777-4477.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by TopDressing.com. Jags Liam Cohen talk QB1 playing following Monday's practice.
I'm trending towards us potentially playing Friday night a little bit with the ones.
The NFL Network reports Patrick Meckery set to miss time after a back procedure. The Jaguars haven't decided yet if he'll open the season on IR. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 7:02 and it's 80 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned, because the Dan Hicken Arrival and more is coming up next right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
You know it! Yes, sir! They were playing this in the streets of L.A. last night, E.
Oh, yeah? Where?
What happened?
Oh, Krishan. Is that how you say her name?
Oh, good pronunciation.
Is that right?
Krishan Rock.
Krishan Rock rocked some young lady.
Yeah, she got some rocks for hands.
Krishan Rock is apparently a rapper. I watched her. I thought she was a fighter, is what I thought. She just beat the living.
Yeah. Is this different from the Beverly Hills Brawl we were talking about yesterday?
Yes, that was in a steakhouse. This is a new one.
What are we doing
This is
out there?
Blueface's baby.
Krishan.
Yeah. Krishan, by the way, is very close to breaking Dan Hicken Tennant. No, she actually is breaking Dan Hicken Tennant #1. So she has been or will be to the Hooskow.
Oh, man.
Yeah, right up the side here. Yeah. She got something right. I see it. No, it's a big one.
Yeah, it's very noticeable.
It's a noticeable one.
Yeah.
So she has been or is going and might have gone last night.
Yeah.
After she delivered a knockout blow to this other young lady who
what's
for some reason squared up with her, which was not a good idea.
That lady had no chance.
No, Krishan looks like when I saw her, I Googled because I thought she must be a boxer.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can tell, and the other girl had no shot.
Do we know what the beef was about?
We
or what
don't
happened?
know. Probably something with Blueface, though.
Okay,
That's my guess.
You think Blueface is involved?
Blueface is always involved.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What's Blueface up to these days?
Blueface is last we saw Blueface. He had the girls doing the dancing in this SoFi Stadium.
Oh,
if I
yeah.
remember.
That was a while ago.
Yeah, well, that's the last we saw of him.
Yeah. Was that the Super Bowl even?
Yeah, that was the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Oh, is it the bowl? I thought
Yeah.
it was a Rams game.
Yeah. Well, it was in the bowl. Was in the. Yeah.
It was? Okay. Yeah, he laid out the cash
Yeah,
for
it
this
was making
week.
it rain.
You,
Yeah.
some say you had a bit of a blue face fascination.
No, I wouldn't say blue.
Okay.
No, not
All
a
right.
blue face. No,
Yeah, he makes the show a bunch.
I can't endorse Blueface's behavior whatsoever.
Well, no, I'm not saying you do.
No.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you can be fascinated by something that doesn't necessarily mean you approve of it.
Me and E would like to sit down with Blueface.
Fascinates you that from
no,
a
we
human
gotta try to help
condition.
him.
ET's got no time for that. ET would rather help Gritty. He's going to take some time investing in helping someone,
We
help
got some
me.
things popping in the culture these days. I got
Well, I'll leave
Stephen
that to
A.
you two.
firing back at the NABJ. I mean, it's
The National Association of Black Journalists
Yes.
are mad at Stephen A.
Well,
ET,
no,
you're
they-
going to have to help us here, brother.
Well,
I'm going to
they-
turn to you.
The crazy thing about that is they invited him to be a guest speaker last year.
he did his show live from there 2 years in a row. He got ESPN to come down there and do
What are
his
they
show.
mad? So where's the
They
beef
gave him
there?
the
It sounds
thumb-
like they love each
They
other.
gave him the thumbs down award,
What
the
does that
coveted
mean?
thumbs down, the one
that
you don't
bad,
want.
Ed?
Yeah,
I think
that's
it's
bad.
I don't
Is it
think-
always given to a black journalist, or
No,
is
it's
it
given
can
to
go
like
to
usually
anyone?
groups. It's usually groups, but he's
Yeah.
his own entity, and they gave it to him.
They gave it to Stephen A.
What did he do? What did he do to offend the culture, do you think?
Yeah, I mean,
They
the
say-
culture is split on Stephen A.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, guess what? Like white culture's split on McAfee.
McAfee.
yeah,
right?
for sure. Yeah,
it's
that's
kind of
true.
it's not. Guess what? That's
right. That's
But
great,
but I
yeah.
don't. I do think this. I don't. This to me is odd.
Yeah.
I don't think 1 year you can basically take a guy's a Hall of Famer,
Yeah.
and the next year say he's no good.
Stephen A. has a lot of outlets too, so he doesn't do it on First Pizza, Cold Pizza, whatever show
Yeah,
he
I don't
hosts.
think there's no pizza shows. That's
well,
been a
whatever
while.
show he does a big show every
Okay, yeah,
day.
it's
Right?
First Take, is that what it is?
Okay,
First Take,
first
yeah.
take
Okay.
or second take, but he has his own.
Podcast, the Stephen A. show.
Yeah, and that's where
That's
he
where he let
just
go.
Yeah.
So why again? Is there a specific or story
Demeaning-
or what's the narrative?
Demeaning black journalist women is what they
Is
said.
that what it was?
That's what
they
he
said.
did. Do they have
Carrie
examples of that?
Champion, Jamel. Yeah, well, he speaks his opinion on stuff.
Yeah, well, that's
Sometimes he
silly.
doesn't
Yeah.
agree with so and so or
But
so
he
and
didn't
so.
like, yeah.
And that's what's not fair to Stephen A. Smith because this is the same guy that takes his show and everything to all the
Yes.
HBCUs every
Yes.
year. He
Well,
goes to
and they
HBCUs.
also put Stephen A. Smith in a lot of other mouths. You know what? They use his name here, left, right, and the other. I don't.
It's
know.
honestly, I got to agree with Stephen A. It's a little bit political
Oh, for
because
sure.
he
More moderate.
he treats each issue like we all should individually and says I like this or I don't like
Right.
that.
That's
Whether-
what it is.
Yeah,
If
right.
it's-
That's how
if
most-
it aligns
but-
with
but if
him,
you-
he agrees with it.
Correct.
That's what politics is.
Thank
people.
you. But
Sorry.
people don't
Let's
get
not
it.
get political
No.
here, but people vote in what aligns
Yeah,
with them.
and we're not going to stay on this, and I
Right.
don't need you texting me. Well, he's,
Right,
look,
right,
I don't
whatever.
care.
Yeah.
We don't care.
Yeah.
We just want to know ball.
Right. That's
I'm
it.
just happy Carson Bench threw a ball 104
Shut
miles
up
an
and
hour
talk
last night.
sports.
Hosed a guy at home.
Two in
plate.
a row is very rare.
I've never seen it.
We're seeing a lot of rarities.
Never happened in Mets history.
I think the Braves. I think I don't. It doesn't. Well, I don't know, but it doesn't stand out to me as I've never seen it. We had the. The dude hit the 3 straight homers to start his career. I'm like, I've never seen that.
0 for 16 cents.
Yeah, only been 2 guys do that. Even the 2.
The guy hit 3 home runs. 0 for 16 cents.
Damn.
Yeah. Baseball's hard, man. Baseball is a hard
I heard the
game.
Big Slumper hit one the other day.
Big Slumper did hit one. By the way, Kyle Tucker dropped another fly ball last night, and Edwin Diaz went in an 11-1 game and gave up 3 runs in the 9th to close out the Rockies. 3 runs. His ERA is over 11. Kyle Tucker and Edwin Diaz are both disasters, and the Dodgers don't care. They can absorb it. It doesn't matter. Oh, dear.
Binge became the first Mets outfielder ever.
Mhm.
It's the 4th time in the last 30 season that someone's had a solo assist at home on consecutive.
What if I
batters.
told you that in that game, this is an odd game, 2-1 final, and in that game, and I'm watching this live, 7 consecutive Padres reached base, and they got 1 run out of it.
Yeah, that doesn't seem possible.
Doesn't seem possible.
I guess that's
it
the
happened
2
in
outfield
front of my
assists.
eyes. Yeah, they had 4 putouts at home
Were they both?
in the game.
Were they both sac fly attempts?
No base hits.
He threw them out at home. Oh, they got 2 of the runs scored, and the 2 behind them didn't.
Yeah, base
That's
hits.
how they did it.
Base hits.
I got you.
Yeah, runners on second.
And then the other dudes
And
Ewing's was the next inning, though.
I texted with Murphy. I'm like, bad night for the third base coach. He goes, it ain't his fault. He goes, those guys are running in mud. He goes, but Murph had that guy, he said, in D.C.
The third base coach?
Yeah. He said, and I go, well, I guess, I mean, you got to hold up for just a split second on a blue. They were like, blue pit, blue pit, blue pit. I was like, good God. And, yeah, but he hosts 2 in a row. It was unbelievable.
Well, I'm going to maintain my newfound glass half empty, just, hopefully we can win tonight attitude, but it's getting harder.
I'm getting ready to unload.
Yeah, it's getting harder, but no, I mean, like to hit. It'd be nice to hit. You got a couple of games in a row against guys with ERAs in the 5s. It's time to score 7, 8 runs and make it easy. You got another guy in the 5s tonight and then sail tomorrow. Can't go 1-1 here, boys. You need to win a couple of games. I need the pitching. I need the Major League Baseball to announce a new trade deadline coming up next week, because when my starters thought there was a trade deadline and everyone was saying how terrible they were, they pitched like 10 games with like 2 or fewer runs allowed, and now they're safe and fat and happy. They're all just getting bombed in the first again.
Oh, no.
But, hopefully we can just, go out there and get them tonight. Go get them.
All right, we got issues on the O-line, obviously.
Yeah,
now, Walker Little came back yesterday. That was good news, but we learned about a back procedure overnight for Makari, so not sure when he's going to be back and not sure when Van Lanen's going to be back. There's 2 projected starters. So I saw Ryan, our friend Ryan O'Halloran, he of the pamphlet fame, put out 3 different options for the offensive line. And Harrison, left tackle, is on all of them. Van Lanen at right tackle, Walker Little at right tackle, and Ezra Cleveland, who worked there yesterday at right tackle, is another. And your guards would be Pregnon and Cleveland, or Pregnon and Little, and your center is Hainsey in all of them. So that's kind of where we are with the offensive line. Moving parts, guys moving around. It's what training camp is for. They did this last year, and we'll see how it goes.
Look, it feels there's urgency now. I mean, the season opener is less than 3 weeks away. It's 2 weeks from Sunday, right? Or 3 weeks from. It'd be 3 weeks from Sunday. But there's also there's the real possibility that by the time it gets
3 weeks from this Sunday.
Yeah, 3 weeks from this Sunday. It feels like there's a real possibility that when you do get to the opener, Van Lanen is healthy and starting at right tackle, which means Walker can be healthy and starting at right guard, which gives you Hainsey, and Cleveland has not been injured, and you've got Harrison at the right side. And that still leaves you with Pregnon and Milam and Monheim. Those, if they could get Little and Van Lanen healthy, and then because they think Udoka will be back. That's what he said yesterday.
Do people, like, if I did a Dream Finders poll, Pregnon would win overwhelmingly. Is that just because he's new?
Yeah.
100%. Most of us don't know how Pregnon's doing.
We do know, but even he is new, and he was like this supersized dude too.
Like Milam got hurt.
Thought to be the second best. Why did he fall? He's the second best interior lineman on some draft boards.
Milam got hurt last year, so but like. Milam was every year. I can go back to the kid from Baker County used to do the backflips. I mean, every time we get a new guy that gets out there, like, hey, he's great.
I would remember with Milam and a lot of he's a 3rd round pick last year by these guys, or his 4th round pick. He's going to get plenty of rope to.
He's gotten a lot of rope.
Well, and they had him at starter with the ones at left guard when they needed to yesterday. But again,
I look at it like he's had this opportunity and he hadn't locked it down. Like he's not.
Well, we talked about that yesterday. He hasn't flashed, but we say that yesterday with the depleted line, he was the guy that was at left guard. They moved guard to tackle. They put Pregnon at right. So, and this is all thrown into a little bit more chaos by a question we had yesterday. Would you play Makari or Pregnon?
Right.
Well, now you play Pregnon, I suppose.
Our Dream Finders Homes poll question of the day brought to you by our friends at Dream Finders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Florida Gators, the PGA Tour, the Tampa Bay Rays. I can go on and on. Go to dreamfindershomes.com. Unbelievable, beautiful, custom-built townhomes, though, regular homes, any kind of home you want. Dream Finders can build it. Great interest rate packages available as well. I think they build in 15 different locations.
15 of them things.
Just like
that is another reminder of the abject failure and pain that Florida was 15th when the season started.
Ouch. That's a bad
0 this year.
Should the Jags starters play Friday night, and how long, keeping in mind they're not going to play in the final preseason game? So, I mean, this is it. It's kind of the feeling that I get. And I gave you 4 choices. I gave you, give them a half. No, we don't need the preseason. Just a couple drives or play into the second half. Which ones would you guys pick? Do you want the starters to play, first off, yes or no?
I want them to do what the coach thinks they need to do, and I think he thinks they need to hit a little bit, so I'm fine with the starters playing. Not from a fan standpoint. I can care less. I guess I didn't answer your question.
E, what do you say?
Yes, I want to see them boys play.
Okay, how much are you going to play them?
I give them a quarter, but based on the poll, give them boys a half.
Give them a half, okay. Ross, what say you?
Give me my exact options.
A half, no, just a couple drives.
Couple drives.
But like you said yesterday, Jeff, though, like a drive, is that going to do enough?
2 drives.
3 and out, then what?
Then you bring them back up. But one drive, I think this is literally like putting pads on another person. They have enough padded workouts. Just going by what Liam said yesterday. So, the quarterback may not play, more than a series. I don't know. He wasn't completely committal either. He said the idea is to play. Then he threw in maybe 2 series. But that's going to be, he might not be talking about across the board.
65% say a couple drives, 15.9 say a half, no, 12.7, 6.3 say play into the second half. We're going to take a break, but when we come back, it's time to talk about a scourge on our city.
A scourge on our city of Jacksonville, Florida?
Yes.
A scourge.
Yeah, every one of you out there has had a run-in, and I saw something this morning that, quite frankly, frightened me, and I'll share it with you when we come back here on the 10-minute drill. It's all ahead. It's radio you don't want to miss.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
That crazy straight-arm woman down at Peterman's trashed my office. And then listen to this. This is the message she left me.
This is 1010XL.
Picking here, or maybe you should call me Dreamfinders Danny. Look what Dreamfinders is doing again. An amazing 4.99% fixed interest rate. Now's your chance to lock down the rate and get in the game. You heard me right. A 4.99 fixed interest rate on select move-in ready homes. Visit dreamfindershomes.com for sales event information and get in the game. Interest rate available on select move-in ready homes. Restrictions and limitations apply. Go to dreamfindershomes.com for more details.
This summer, Hard Rock Bet has the hottest baseball betting odds in Florida. Vig, juice, fee, whatever you call it, we're cutting it. It's the 10-cent summer sale. That's flat 10-cent lines for winner, spread, and over-under pregame bets. Same bets, better odds. This August, only on Hard Rock Bet.
Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Valid for money line, spread and over, under pregame markets with odds between -250 and +250 only. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Hacker, the 2026 Hacker Fantasy League is right around the corner, and we're heading back to one of my favorites, Twin Peaks, Thursday night, August the 20th. Be listening soon for your opportunity to get in to the HFL.
Hey, the investment landscape is always changing. New rules, new regulations, new opportunities. But at ITP Partners, one thing stays constant, and that's our commitment to your financial future. ITP Partners will consolidate your accounts. They'll roll over an old 401k. They'll help you maximize that pension program. They're going to make your financial journey simpler and smarter. And those ITP Partners, Reed Wingate, Reagan Wright, Janice Cobb, Dan Abel, Chris Bryan, and Jeff Harbin. Oh, yeah, your personalized investment strategy built on trust, transparency, and experience. Gang, it may be summertime now, but it's time. Time to get that money in motion. Let ITP Partners help you pursue your financial goals so you can focus on what matters most. They're ITP Partners. They're stable, strategic, secure, constantly working to be your financial partners for life. Registered representatives offering securities offered through Cetera Wealth Services, LLC, member FINRA, SIPC, and advisory services offered through Blue Horizon Equity, Inc.
Custom shower doors, mirrors, railings, any specialty glass solutions. At Capital Glass and Shower Doors, they can also replace foggy or damaged glass. You don't have to change the whole window. Contact Capital Glass and Shower Doors, and they replace the glass at a fraction of the cost of replacing the entire window. You'll get a new look and a clear view without the hassle. Stop by their brand new showroom in St. Augustine, right off of 16 by the Outlet Mall, or visit capcoglass.com. CAPCO glass.com.
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jacks. Thank you for trusting us for 55 years of custom welding fabrication and vehicle towing accessories. When you need a trailer hitch for the family car, a gooseneck for the company truck, or even RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We can do a bumper hitch, fifth wheel hitch, anything for safe, reliable towing. Come to Cannons of Jacks, where service is our #1 priority and we treat our customers as we like to be treated. Check us out online, cannonsofjacks.com.
Joe C. here. I tried playing handyman with my sprinklers and French drain, and royally failed. So I called Clearwater Irrigation and Drainage, and John Haney came out personally, just like he'll do for you.
You know it. And for a limited time, my good buddy Joe C's coming too.
Huh?
Ain't that right, Joe?
I gotta go to the game.
Joe? Go.
Clearwater Irrigation.
At least do this part.
And drainage too.
ClearwaterJacks.com.
Call a timeout for the new smoke and honey melts at Firehouse Subs. Choose flame-seared shaved steak or grilled chicken breast, peppers, caramelized onions, melted provolone, chipotle honey dressing, and mayo. All on a toasted sub roll, only at Firehouse Subs.
Neck pain, back pain, headache, Shinatri Chiropractic, West Side, 103rd, River City Marketplace, Riverside, Arlington, and the Beaches. Acupuncture, dry needling, physical therapy. Relief starts today. Shinatri Chiropractic, 743-6700.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
Concepts and rationalizations coming your way. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out a prize pack. He says it's razzle dazzle. Lee, what are you dazzling him with today, sir?
Oh, live at the Florida Theater.
Live.
It's Starship featuring Mickey Thomas this Sunday, August 23rd, with special guest John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band. I got a pair of tickets to go see them boys, but the only way you get them is if you hit me up at the end of the 10-minute drill.
I know there are various ways to find your guy at head coach, and you look at last year's national championship game, and you had a couple of head coaches that, laddered up in their career. I mean, Cristobal went from, FIU to Oregon and landed at Miami as alma mater, and it was a rapid rise for Cignetti once he got the James Madison job, and then on to Indiana, and the rest, as they say, is history. But obviously there's more than one way to go. I did take notes, a little interesting. The top 4 of the AP top 5. Okay. Number 1 is Ohio State. Their head coach, Ryan Day. What was he? Coordinator, Ohio State. First head coaching experience. Number 2, Dan Lanning. What was he? Defensive coordinator, Georgia. First, head coaching experience. This is it. Number 3, Georgia and Kirby Smart. No head coaching experience. Defensive coordinator for Nick Saban at Alabama. And then number 4, Marcus Freeman. No head coaching experience. Defensive coordinator. Now the head coach at Notre Dame. So the top 4.
So that old adage, you don't give the keys of a Porsche to a new driver, don't
necessarily match up. And back, by the way, if you continue along that vein, I mean, Smart and Day alone have, 4 of the last. Did Ohio State win 2 under Ryan Day or just the 1? They just won the 1 under him. I can't keep up, man. It's been so top heavy.
Texas and Arkansas and Kentucky all play the most ranked opponents now that the numbers are officially out.
Okay.
And the numbers don't mean squad. They all play 7. Florida plays 5. 5 is fine. You should play 5.
Well, I mean, I really, at the end of the day, there's a middle ground between what they are when you play them and what they are at the end. Because when
Miami plays 1. Miami shouldn't play 1. Okay.
Who is it? Notre Dame?
I would assume so, yeah. Cal, Miami, Virginia, Texas Tech, Duke, NC State, and Kansas State all play 1 ranked opponent. It shouldn't be that way. You should be about anywhere from 4 to 6. I mean, because think about it. There's 25. There's 64.
In fairness to Miami, it's not their fault. The ACC just collectively sucks. Because these SEC teams.
I'm not blaming anybody. I'm just saying they should be better.
Yeah, the ACC should be better. I normally
they want to be like the NFL. Every week the NFL, the very
correct
few weeks when in the NFL, you go, there's no good games this week. There's always good games in the NFL. College football still has open Saturdays where you're like,
But it's got such a wide net to catch. Even inside the you have your game that you're always ultra excited about.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Like, in other words, any Saturday this year, except for October 24th, is good. It's going to be a good Saturday for you because Florida's going to be playing.
Mm-hmm. There's a scourge in Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh, boy, here it comes.
We've talked about it many times. But today,
we've talked about it many times.
Yeah.
And it's not going away. You're saying the impact
no, it
that
won't go away. It's just getting worse and worse and worse.
Okay.
You know what it is. I know
Flock
what it is.
cameras?
We live with it each and every day. It's those damn geese. Those big, giant birds. I don't know what they are. I don't know where they're from. I don't know. They've taken over neighborhoods. Today, as I drove up, they were holding a chapter meeting right here in the parking lot. There was 40 plus of them strong.
Okay.
So many so they had blocked. Honestly, ladies and gentlemen, they had blocked one of the traffic lanes in the parking lot right here at the studios.
How many did you run over?
Well, I got to be honest with you. In my mind, the thought crossed where I just hit that gas and went right through them.
That's a little sociopathic, man. That's
Maybe so.
First sign of a
Is that
serial
wrong?
killer.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, maybe lay the horn on and give them a good scare. And
Those
that'll get
geese
them
have
moving.
more right than you, buddy.
No, I'm not saying
I
that.
know what's on the agenda, Fred. Well, let's poop on some park. Let's poop where the people walk. Let's take care of that.
Sure. Right.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's hiss at a couple people.
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
those
get a little
things
too
are scary,
close.
man.
And then geese are a lot like squirrels. If you see one's either about to assault the other or one's about to get assaulted.
I mean,
if you see two of either one of those animals together, something inappropriate's about to happen, and somebody's going to be a perpetrator.
I mean,
That's just how they roll.
Be it on a golf course, be it on in a parking lot, be it on a walkway in the neighborhood.
You'd like to
deal
wring
with
its
them
neck, is what
I
you're
deal
saying.
with them in the bay all the time.
Yeah.
They're not friendly creatures.
They come and go.
What's the problem with these
they
things?
come
Where
and
are they from? Why are they here?
Well, I
Do
think
we need them? Are they part of the eco chain?
I mean, I would say let me answer them one at a time, but there's so many of them there. I forget what the question was.
I'm just full of questions today.
I think
about
they
the
are
geese.
technically Canadian geese, aren't
Are
they?
they Canadian geese?
Are they? I
don't know. I'm
Are they-
asking you. Is
are
that
they-
what I'm looking at? Are they Canadian geese?
They may be snowbird geese. They moved here from Canada. They just never went back.
I want them to go back to Canada.
They're from Maine, someone says.
Maine?
Yeah.
They're American geese? I say we round them up and send them out. I don't know. It's crazy.
I haven't really noticed.
You're not noticing the geese?
No, I mean, like, not more than others. I guess I'm just so used to them. But yeah, you definitely
I
got to
counted.
watch where you're watching.
I counted. There were over 3 dozen in this meeting
Yeah, I
today.
feel like
and
this
they
summer-
were all together. Like they were honestly
together,
holding a chapter
right.
meeting.
Yeah.
Like they were going through issues and stuff of what plagues them.
It was one big flock, is what you're telling me.
It was I mean, I don't know what they're planning, but I would be a little nervous heading out to leave here this morning.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, because they're up to something. I don't think it's just a daily thing that they all meet and talk. It looked like they had some issues that they were addressing, that they wanted sweet revenge on the human here in the where are we? 6500 Bowden Avenue. Is that where we are?
Yeah, here on the bow, on the Bowden.
Here on the bow, the friendly confines. But it was I don't know where, like, again, is there anything positive about them? Like, do they
And what do they do? What do they contribute?
Yeah, do they eat snakes for us,
doubt it.
or do they keep the bugs are as bad as ever? I walk out every day in the bay and I got the little buggies flying around me, so they're not doing a good job with that. They're all fat and happy.
Yeah.
I mean, they're huge.
They're eating good.
They're eating good. What are they eating? Whatever they're eating good. They tear up the park in my neighborhood. Grass, they chew up the grass.
Hey, they let that happen in the bay?
I think so.
Dang.
What's the point of them? I'm just asking.
Yeah,
and
these are great
if there's
questions.
an answer, then okay, I'll learn to accept and live peacefully with the
Let's
friend,
see.
our birded friend.
Year-round Canadian geese in Florida provide minor ecological value by serving as a food source for native predators like alligators, bobcats, and bald eagles, and contributing small amounts of natural seed dispersal and nutrient cycling. However, they are largely considered non-native introduced nuisances rather than ecologically vital species.
One of my boys, one of the Googans says green laser pointer freaks him out.
Okay, well, there you go.
There we go. We're going to play with
And
him.
shout out to the guy who first learned that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming that green laser pointer that you learned this with probably had something attached to the other end that fired something, just to guess. I don't know if you just went out laser hunting them. I'm just saying. I don't know. There are many negative impacts. Water pollution, large flocks deposit heavy waste into community and golf course ponds, triggering harmful algae blooms and lowering oxygen levels. Property damage. They overgraze and damage turf grass on lawns, fields, and golf courses.
They bring nothing.
Aggressive behavior. Pairs fiercely guard their nests and can become dangerous or disruptive near pedestrian walkways and parking lots.
Dangerous. And they're useless. Absolutely useless.
On to the next article. Are Canadian geese good to eat? This is the drill. ET's got the swag. We're back with more next on the Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
I got a pair of tickets to the Florida Theater to see Starship featuring Mickey Thomas this Sunday at August 23rd with special guest John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band. Hit me up right now. That number 904-641-1010 for your chance to win.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, gang, Hickett here on 1010. You watch those perfect fairways and greens on the golf course and think, man, I wish my yard looked like that. Topdressing.com brings pro-level turf care home. Their aeration plus organic top dressing service, secret sauce I like to call it, builds better soil and promotes a thick, healthy grass. Oh, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. It's so green, it's so lush. If you're in Jacksonville, man, you got to get that championship look. Do like I did. Give them a call. 888-850-1850. That's 888-850-1850. You'll be glad you did. And you can always visit topdressing.com. That's topdressing.com, and sit back and enjoy.
Did you know if you buy a $6,000 natural diamond pendant at Beard's Diamonds, they'll give you all that money back when you decide to upgrade in the future to a larger diamond?
If you walk out with a natural diamond, a natural tennis bracelet, a natural pair of diamond studs, whether it be 5 minutes, 5 years, 10 years down the road, we will give you exactly what you paid for those items.
That's Ben Lupo, with his father John explaining that as long as you upgrade to a larger size, Beards will pay you exactly what you paid them for the original diamond.
You get exactly what you paid, and you just pay the difference. An example is you bought a $1,000 pair of earrings and you're looking for something a little bit bigger. The new earrings are $2,000. You pay $1,000 difference.
And you can do it as many times as you like. So with a guarantee like this, anyone can start out small and over the years keep trading up from 1 carat to 3 or 4 or 5 carats.
As the budget grows, we're always going to be there for them.
A 100% natural diamond upgrade guarantee. Just another thing that separates Beard's Diamonds from everyone else. Beard's Diamonds in the St. John's Town Center, Jacksonville's local dealer for 45 years.
When you call in the summer roofing, you get your neighbors, not a call center. Family owned, locally operated, with our own in-house crews, not subcontractors. Local people protecting your home with honest, quality work. Endless Summer Roofing.
Prosser here. You want to know 3 words you can live by? Job well done. Want to know 3 more? Custom tree surgeons. Those 2 go hand in hand. When summer storms come crashing through or hurricane winds start to blow, Custom Tree Surgeons is always on standby, doing it better than everyone else. No job too big or too small, and always job well done. With Custom Tree Surgeons, call Custom Tree Surgeons or visit them at CustomTreeSurgeons.com. Hey, gang, you might be aware credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payment, so they're getting nowhere. But here's what many homeowners don't realize. That use the equity in your home. You can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash, and with Loan Pronto's rapid equity loan, you can pay off your credit cards, your existing HELOC, your car loans, get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved, saved over $1,500 a month. And here's the best part with Loan Pronto. You can do it all from your phone. With 0 out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long, drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com, see how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto. 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. That's 904-999-1508 or loanpronto.com.
Hey friends, Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Have you ever stored a gallon of leftover paint, opened the can years later, and it's rusty, crusty, and unusable? Next time, secure the lid tightly to ensure no leaks and store the can upside down. Oxygen can't get to it, therefore no rust and no crust. If you'd like more tips or have a question about a project, we'd love to help. Go to performance-painting.com. Performance Painting. Prepare, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting. Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Attention contractors, stop wasting time dealing with permits yourself. Use PermitRockstar.com. Their permitting platform helps contractors cut permitting delays by up to 80%. Stop waiting and start building with PermitRockstar.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
I guess I'm just so on alert, on standby, and just constant. My raccoon radar is up that I can't trifle with the geese. I can only concentrate on one nuisance at a time.
Understood.
And mine I've had near-death experiences with, so I'll just let the geese play. I got a 3-year-old grandson running around. If he sees geese, it's cool. So for now, they're off the list. I know on the golf course they put those fake coyotes out. That works.
Well, I'll tell you what.
For a while, and then I think they figure it out.
As that stream,
but you can get rid of all of them. Don't get me wrong. I ain't a goose fan. They're a pain in the butt. Sure, you bet.
That
goose terrors. Yeah. They're terrorists. They're little feathered terrorists.
They're no fun. That Stream Song golf course, as you know, is built in the middle of nowhere in Florida. So obviously they
found it.
Wildlife everywhere, and their raccoons. Those guys, they come right up to you.
Oh yeah,
down there,
and then go digging in your bag.
And the one that you wouldn't have liked is we were going down a golf cart and path, and right to my right. I mean, it was a gigantic snake.
No way.
and these ain't like black racers either.
No, these are
ones that will, if they put their fangs in you better get to the hospital.
Mouth,
yes.
Yeah. Those are the kind that were in that dude's helmet. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
He had one of those jokers in there.
He was about a foot away from me, man, right by my leg.
Now, luckily in this new bag of mine that I got, there's multiple compartments. And just know in one of those compartments, that blicky will be. Because
understood. Say no more.
One last little-known trivial fact, but apparently Canadian geese are actually Canada geese because they're named after a dude named Canada, not necessarily after the country.
Is that true?
According to the text line.
Well,
I'll take it in good
humor. If it's on the text line, it must be
well,
true.
No, I think I've heard that. I've seen it. No, because here's why. Because when I said, do Canadian geese have any positive effects, it says year-round resident Canada geese in Florida provide it used the term Canada geese, the descriptor. So I think you can probably use either.
I saw a Jaguar statistic yesterday that was a positive one, like a good one, like in the history of the Jaguars, like, hey, how about that? And by the way, we should add to it this year. Winning season since 2021. The Jags have 3.
I know. Yeah.
Only 11 teams have 4 or 5.
Two playoff appearances.
What 3 teams have had winning seasons? So 21, 22, 23, 24 every year since 21. The Bills are one of them.
It can't be the Chiefs. They lost that streak last year.
Can't be the Chiefs.
Are there are 5?
There are 5.
How about the Rams?
No, there are 3. 3 that have 5.
Are the Rams?
Nope.
No.
I think the Rams.
They had one bad year.
The Eagles.
The Eagles.
Good one.
And then one that will make sense when you think about it.
The Niners?
No, because this coach never had a losing season.
Oh, yeah.
The Steelers.
Yeah.
Steelers fans would tell you, that's what it's all about, right? You should be proud of that.
Well, and now that the collective angst over the quarterback and his future has died down, these are positive foundations for him.
Yeah.
That's the quarterback who's giving you 3 winning seasons.
3 teams have had
years.
0 winning seasons since 2021. Would you like to guess those 3?
I'm going to go Cleveland.
Nope. Cleveland had 1.
Did they really? In the last 3 years? Wow.
Last 5 years.
Oh, the last 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
All right. How about
Jets?
Jets are one of them.
You know what? Could it be the Falcons?
It could be the Falcons.
Yeah. I couldn't believe my son told me the Falcons haven't been to the playoffs since the year after the Super Bowl.
Falcons haven't had a winning season.
Doesn't feel like they've been that bad, does it?
No.
Doesn't feel like every third year
They
they've
got
been
good
in.
players,
Offensive.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And this team.
You say there's 3 total?
Yeah, this one is sort of the Steelers' version, if you think about it, because they've had no winning seasons, and yet they were in the playoffs last year.
Panthers.
Huh. Won the division, but no winning season since 2021.
A Panthers team that we will see this Friday night.
Yeah.
And first, it'll be the joint practices on Wednesday. And interestingly, yesterday for the Jaguars, we saw a couple of things we saw for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One was Travis Hunter practicing exclusively on the defensive side of the ball during the 11-on-11 team part. But even more importantly, and kind of talking about that, Liam Cohen, to my knowledge, saying the C word for the first time. Cleveland.
Oh.
First time Cleveland, that tells you that, we're getting ready. There's a large part of what's going on at training camp right now, or at least a part that involves getting ready for the Cleveland Browns.
Mm-hmm.
And that means with the limited amount of practice opportunities and padded workouts. And I thought Liam described it perfectly, that you want him on that side of the ball to take some coaching in between reps rather than in that in between time running over to offense and throwing that on. And I think it's like it's almost counterintuitive. Like when we first said it, okay, corner will be easy. You lock your guy down. You got to learn the playbook.
Right.
But it almost seems now that we're here that they feel like, well, the offense is easy. You've got a select amount of things that are going to happen pre-snap once there's a play call. 1 or 2 things usually are going to happen.
Right.
Whereas defense, you're constantly in motion. You're reacting to what they're doing. You're communicating with other people. And I think they feel some urgency in getting him in more of those opportunities, even in the practice side of things.
Mm-hmm.
So hey, that's that. And I think that as long as the need for a receiver isn't there, that they'll limit the amount that he plays on offense in those weeks. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And the goal being for him to be able to play out what he said yesterday as his mantra: nobody catches nothing on me.
I like that.
Yeah. It's a good one to have.
Nielsen, like the Nielsen, I guess, ratings, those guys, Nielsen,
Okay.
Nielsen.
AC Nielsen, I like to call him.
There you go.
Not taken.
They just released its first ever NFL Fandom Index.
Okay.
It ranks how avid NFL fans are in each team market based on 8 key metrics, boys.
I like this.
Apparel purchases, event attendance, linear TV viewership, streaming, radio listening, betting intent, social media following, and general interest.
Now, are they only measuring the area, or does the fan base go from coast to coast? In other words, if I say I'm a Jag fan and I live in...
Good question.
Denver. Right.
So, because there's some of those that we're just going to lag in, right? Like merchandise. Nobody's buying Jag stuff outside of, Duval for the most part, whereas Cowboy stuff's going all over the country.
Well, it's interesting, and maybe it's because of the numbers, and this may answer your question, but like, for example, the 2 worst or least fandom indexes cities, number 29, and I would think they would be 30, is Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it's like percentage. There's so many people that, how many sports fans, so Los Angeles. And number 30, New York.
Now that I don't understand, because there's Giants and Jet fans are for real. So that
New York.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Number 28 makes sense. Miami, Fort Lauderdale. Number 27, San Francisco, Oakland, San Jose. Number 26, Tampa, St. Pete.
Well, we got that. This is where it creeps in, and we used to fall more under that umbrella of there's too much to do in Florida. Okay, if you don't have a guy who can play golf or go to the beach.
Who do you think the top 3 are great fan bases?
I'd say, but here's the 3. When you say that to me, and fairly or unfairly, I think Buffalo, I think Green Bay, I think Pittsburgh.
Great. 2 out of 3, correct.
Cowboys got to be in there.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
All right.
Cowboys are 19th.
Buffalo for sure.
Buffalo is in.
Oh, is the Bears in there?
Green Bay is in. Nope. Big cities don't do as well.
How about Cleveland?
Nope.
No. I know they're no good, but
this one don't make sense when you
Seattle?
Nope, that's a good guess, too.
Yeah. All right, let me think of another. Pam.
This is Nielsen's local NFL fandom index.
Kansas
So
City's
maybe
got good fans.
Kansas City.
Yeah, the Chiefs have good fans. That's a good fan base. They're
So
always a good at.
1 is Buffalo, 2 is KC, 3 is Green Bay, 4 Cincinnati, 5 Philly, 6 Pittsburgh, 7 Baltimore, the Jags, the city of Jacksonville, 13th.
Not bad.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all. It's nice to be high in a or at least not the top, bottom 5.
And by the way, we are. That's where maybe the 3 wins in these. You said this is over the last 5 years, or is this just current?
This is current.
Yeah. Well, let's check that ranking out when you've won 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 years in a row. Those numbers probably even going to go up. You also get at the top 3. Those are 3 good teams, weren't they?
Now, Seattle-Tacoma's 14th. They're coming off a Super Bowl, so that's interesting. Listen, you can punch some holes in this. I mean, it's fine, but
if your team's winning, they're well supported just about anywhere in the NFL. If you've got a 7-4 team, they're playing in front of a sellout almost exclusively everywhere in the league. And if your team's struggling and you're 3-12 in December, you might have 48,000 at the game.
Yeah,
that's also consistent here, there, and everywhere.
The beauty of this is we're number 1 in the AFC South, baby.
That's right.
Jacksonville's 13. Nashville's 15. Indy is 17. Houston is 18.
Good.
How about that?
That's right. We get them in passion. We got them in record a year ago.
Yeah.
We got them in 3 winning seasons in the last 5 years. We're the Kings of the South, baby.
Kings of the South.
And we're looking to continue our reign
Kings of the
this
South.
year. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories
Kings of the
Tuesday
South.
on The Drill.
Crown them.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Feel the roar of the Jaguars. Preseason tune-up number 2 brings the Jags back to the bank. The Carolina Panthers, Friday night at 7:30 on the home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. 1010XL.
Hey, gang, Hicken here. I've been using Zero Res for years now. Heck, I used a couple other guys way back when. I even tried the do-it-yourself cleaning. That didn't go well. I learned real quick that ain't for the Hickens. With Zero Res, you get the zero residue carpet cleaner. Love it. Leaves your carpets truly clean. Love it. No dirt-attracting soaps, no harsh chemicals. Thank you. Plus, they're affordable. This month, you can get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $129. $129. Call them, 287-5727, 287-5727, or just visit ZeroResJacksonville.com. Ask for the 1010XL special. Zero Res. Spell it forward, spell it backwards. It spells the same. Zero Res.
Hey, Florida homeowners. Are your electric bills through the roof? Your old windows and doors could be the problem. Renewal by Andersen offers superior energy-efficient solutions. For a limited time, buy 4 windows and doors, get the 5th free, plus 12-month special financing. Don't let another hot Florida summer drive up your energy bills. Upgrade your home's comfort, beauty, and energy efficiency with Renewal by Andersen. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation. Restrictions apply. License number CGC 1527613.
The experts at AMCO have been fixing cars for almost 60 years. Over that time, they've gotten more complex than ever. That's why our techs undergo rigorous training and certifications, so they can fix anything, including the most complicated repairs that come with some of the latest technologies. After 60 years, there's nothing we haven't seen or fixed. It's how we know cars inside and out.
Money tight? We can finance almost anybody. Find the AMCO transmissions nearest you at AMCOJacksonville.com.
What defines a hero? Dedication, loyalty, courage. Every day at AMCO, we serve heroes. For over 60 years, we've repaired and maintained the most critical public service vehicles. From complex transmissions to simple brake jobs with flexible financing and the extra safety precautions we need. The heroes we serve don't all wear uniforms. They're people like you. At AMCO, we're proud to serve all of you. AA MCO.
Family owned and operated in Jacksonville, Orange Park, St. Augustine, and St. Mary's, Georgia.
Fish know where to hide. Captain Kevin knows how to find them.
That's a big one.
Listen for the Wing Power Fishing Forecast Show, brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss and Royal Pest Services.
Thursday nights at 6
on 1010XL AM.
It's funny. Most of us don't think about our water heater until it's too late. So here's a little bonus from our friends at Duck Duck Rooter. During August, when you schedule any plumbing service, they'll include a free water heater inspection while they're already at your home. No pressure, no gimmicks, just honest advice from a company that's built its reputation on doing things the right way. That's the Duck Duck standard. When you're stuck, call Duck Duck Rooter, 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law.
That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to divorcemenonly.com. Divorcemenonly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
There's no doubt that we were in good hands when our son's shoulder and hip issues were diagnosed quickly by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. No matter what your orthopedic issue is, let Southeast Orthopedic Specialists take a look. You'll be glad you did.
David Garrard here. I've had the PRP treatment from Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, and my knees are really doing well. Platelet-rich plasma treatment may be the answer for whatever is hurting you.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Way too much geese talk, and our fact check says Canadian geese are named after the country. I don't know, but it is Canada geese. You did say that in some more private. I can't do any more goose talk.
No.
We don't like the geese. I have a Shazam spotlight from Major League Baseball, brought to you by ShazamAuto.com and the Murray Ford Superstore.
Talk to me.
Interesting things going on in baseball, and
bring it.
Pete Crow Armstrong is going to win the MVP in part because he's having MVP like moments and highlights this year that can match like when Ohtani pitches and hits a home run in the game. He's putting together like cool, notable things along the way. Last night was actually a couple more of them got checked off last night, but last night Pete Crow Armstrong had a game for the Cubs where he became the first player since 2010 to start the game with a leadoff home run and then end it with a walk-off home run.
Wow.
He also now is 30-30 again this year, 30 stolen bases, 30 home runs for the second straight year. And the only other Cub to ever do that, Sammy Sosa. And I don't know if Sosa did that, how many years in a row he did that. But, yeah, he joined Sosa as the only Cub with 30-30 in 2 straight years. And the Cubs are, like you said, they hit a little bit of a roadblock against Cardinals. Cardinals did some damage. That's an arch rival. That kind of cooled them off a little bit. But they are certainly well within it. So the Shazam Spotlight brought to you by ShazamAuto.com, the Murray Ford Superstore, Stark and Kingsland. Take that short drive and beat these big city prices and the best in all the Ford inventory there. And they got it for you at the Murray Ford Superstores. Man, American League right now, you know what the tie for the final wild card is?
Yeah.
3 games under 500, dude.
It just worked out that way this year. It happens. I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, it doesn't like...
Well, here's the thing. Look, all right, let me tell you, maybe not the initial teams.
Mm-hmm.
I'll grant you that. You don't think the Blue Jays could win the American League?
If they got in, you mean?
Yeah. Well, they're only half game out of the wild card.
I guess, Vlad has now gone a full year without hitting a home run in Toronto.
I saw that in Toronto. I saw that, yeah. Can the Mariners win the American League?
No.
They can't, even if they get in, because they're only 2 out in the wild card.
Well, I will say this, Prosk. I will say this.
It's the top of the American League.
I feel like,
does it scare you to death?
No. And I feel like this season, because we're mid-August, right? So there's 40 games left. I feel like there's still a team out there who hadn't done squat the whole year who could rattle off like 11 in a row and 18 out of 20 and all of a sudden do something in the postseason. I feel like there's a team out there that could do that. And I don't know who it is. It ain't us, trust me.
No, I think in the American League, Seattle's probably your best bet because Kansas City, because everyone's in it. The ones that are out of it are probably too far out. Kansas City 9.5 back, A's, Angels 12 back. But Seattle's only 2 back. Cleveland's only 1 back. Toronto and Minnesota each a half game back, and then Detroit, Texas, and Baltimore all tied 3 games under 500. The best 3 records in the American League. Are the Yankees, Red Sox, and Orioles. I mean, is that right?
No. What's the Orioles record?
Yeah, there's only 2 games. There are only 2.
Oh, the Rays. You didn't even mention the Rays.
Yeah,
You just said Yankees, Red Sox, and Orioles.
I thought I.
Oh, you're talking about wild card.
No, yeah, and I thought I had it on league. I didn't know it was wild card. So yeah, league. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams only over 500.
Well, that's more than it was a month ago.
3? Was it 3?
Yeah, remember?
Well, and I say that Houston is 1 game over. They're the 5th.
Yeah.
Chicago's widened a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, the White Sox are an easy route. They've been so bad, but they're probably going to win, aren't they? They got a 4.5 game lead over Detroit. I don't know.
Your guy's pitched well for him this year, hasn't he? Soroka.
He's with Arizona, but he has pitched great but he's pitched well for Arizona.
Was he with the White Sox?
He was for a spell, yeah. But he went to Arizona last year he got decent, and this year he's had a real good year, yeah. He pitched Sunday, the only game we won. So thank you, Mike Soroka.
There you go. Roger Goodell had an interesting comment yesterday. I want to get your boy's opinion on this. He says, quote, "At some point there will be NFL teams outside the USA. I have no doubt that this will happen one day."
Huh.
I tend to agree, but I don't think it's like London. I think it's somewhere closer. I think it could be like Mexico or, something
Canada.
Like, yeah.
Or is it worth it to get the Canadian market? They already cover your league like it's yours.
The NFL plays 9 games outside the U.S. this season, 3 in England, Australia, which that's ridiculous, Brazil, France, Spain, Germany, Mexico. So Europe is big, but man, we've gone through the logistics of this thing. Now, listen, it's funny because he's saying that, and yet I think in 2 years, the Jags won't be playing in London anymore. I think that's about to come to an end.
They'll just bounce around other places.
Well,
and
they'll be in the rotation, but I don't.
Because they have a money-making.
I think that
it's all about it was always about the revenue they can make on a game day in London versus the revenue they can make in a game day in Jacksonville, and perhaps with the new stadium, the revenue they can make on a game day in Jacksonville. In fact, I'll ask, even off the record, Mark Lamping that. I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah.
How close they are in game day revenue. The new
Mark
stadium.
was on with Jags today and recently, and during training camp, and he said, it's something we're going to look at after,
how the revenue matches.
No,
up.
I just playing games in London. I don't think they're going to be playing games in London anymore. I think they'll just be part of the league has you go through, mandate, and you get Barcelona this year, or you get or you're not playing, because they're up to 9. 9 equals 18. That means every other year you're playing a game somewhere.
I don't know. I don't know that I agree there'll be a team outside the U.S. There doesn't seem to be a need for one. I think it almost have to. If you went to Europe, it would almost make sense to add 4.
Well, I guess here we are at 32. If you were going to do expansion, and I don't know that you are, but if you were going to, where would you expand in the United States?
St. Louis.
Yeah, I guess you go back to St. Louis.
I mean, I think that Oakland, maybe. Oakland. Or is it Sacramento or Portland?
I think
another Northwestern.
I think the Northwestern city that needs to have sports, and they're slowly, is Salt Lake City.
They could support the NFL there would be good. Yeah, Salt Lake would be a good.
I think Salt Lake is because I think Salt Lake should have baseball. They've got basketball and NHL now.
Yeah, I would say, if in no particular, St. Louis to me would be number 1. They got screwed twice, really. By greedy owners. One went to the desert, one went to L.A. The St. Louis fans have always been good. They had the St. Louis Cardinals since the
great thing is none of it concerns us anymore.
That's right. Yeah.
That's the beauty of it.
That's right. It won't be because a team's moving. It'll be an expansion.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you'd want to move your team to Europe. It'd be a big pain in the butt.
That's what I'm saying.
You'd have to get subsidized by the league and the
logistics
and the other owners don't want to subsidize.
You got to have a home office somewhere in the States because you're working guys. Understand the NFL, man. It's you're working guys out every day.
All your scouting is here.
Yeah.
All the colleges are here. It'd be silly. You'd have, to your point, if you ever had a team in London, I don't think the whole team would be there. I think the team would be based. You can't.
Your offices would be in the States,
and then it just doesn't make any sense.
No,
it'd be like you'd have to have 3 or 4, and one would be there for 3 weeks, and then go away for 3, and the other would be there. I don't know. I don't know how it'd be dumb.
Yeah. I just don't think it's going to work.
And by the way, you so cut down on the ability for opposing fans to go to games.
Yeah.
I mean, Bill's Mafia, I love them. You're going to go to Europe twice a year?
Yeah. Who is going to be, you can bet on everything.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Who will be, boys, the first NFL quarterback benched this year?
The first quarterback benched, this is kind of a trick question. Is it by play or by plan?
Nah, it's a good question. Both.
Yeah, I would. So if it's by play, not by injury, by play or by plan, the first.
I mean, this is the betting. Here are the betting odds. So the favorite to be the first NFL quarterback.
Well, I think that's probably Kirk Cousins.
He's third. He's 3-1.
Deshaun Watson.
No, he's 6-1.
Okay.
That's a good guess, though.
The answer is Kirk Cousins, so I don't know
He's
what the
fifth.
hell they're talking about. Okay, then Tua.
2-1.
That's fair. He's kind of a co-starter, right?
And you're missing one other guy.
All right, the other
Tua,
one.
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, the other one will be
after Kirk comes Jacoby Brissett, then Deshaun.
Yeah, it's not
Trevor, 66-1.
Good.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Patrick
suspect-
Mahomes, 300-1. Over under on Fernando Mendoza making his first start. What week? Week 8. I'll take the under.
Hey,
Is it Gino, the other one?
Yeah, Gino.
Who's their backup?
Who's behind
even?
him?
Yeah.
Well, the Klubnik kid apparently.
Oh, yeah.
They're raving about
Yeah,
him. up
yeah,
there.
yeah, they are.
They think they might have found something. So, but it's the Jets, so you can never trust them. Yeah. So, all right, 8 o'clock hour coming up. That's fun. We'll do that and more right here on The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
Boom.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, it's like a drive-through for sports talk.
Yeah, I'd like to place an order.
What you like?
XL Primetime serves it fresh every lunch hour.
Yes, I think that's about it.
And then?
Noon to 2 weekdays on 1010XL.
And then?
Hey, Hickett here for my friends at Beaches Dermatology. Man, for all your skincare needs and all your skincare products, nobody better than Beaches Dermatology. And as you know, we got that heat out there. The heat is on, folks. So be careful out there. Protect that skin. Floppy hats. Protect those ears. Long sleeve, dry fits, whatever it takes. Sunscreen. Just be careful. If something does show up on your skin, don't wait. Go get it checked out. Easy to do. Go online at beachesdermatology.com. I go to the one off Solano Road. There's nobody better. I appreciate those folks. Doctors Bujo, Doctors Met's been taking care of me for years. Dr. Fader with the Mohs surgery. So for all your skincare needs, all your skincare products, like a hydrofacial, which yours truly has had and can rave about over and over again. In fact, I'm probably due for another one. Beaches Dermatology and beachesdermatology.com.
Summer's winding down, and we know you want to enjoy what's left of it. But before you celebrate this Labor Day weekend, plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Frank Frangie here for my friends at Coyle Fencing. You've heard me talk about our Bregan baseball complex with walk-off charities and we needed a batter's eye. Nobody knew how to do it. Coyle figured it out, and it is great. Since then, Coyle & Sons has completed hundreds of projects, including most recently our football fields at Fort Family Park. The bottom line is they do everything. They do it well. It looks great. I trust Coyle & Sons. You can too. Since 1927, they've been getting it right. CoyleJacks.com, C-O-Y-L-E Jacks.com. That's where you find them. A proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Brian and Angela Wall here with Window World. Hurricanes happen in Florida. That's not news. But what happens even more often than hurricanes are home break-ins. And if security is important to you, you might want to look into hurricane-rated impact windows.
What you may not know is that hurricane-rated impact windows not only help protect your home in case of a hurricane, but they also offer another level of security for your home.
Have you seen those videos on YouTube that show people trying to break through an impact window? A thief is way too lazy to spend his energy trying to break through one of our impact windows. That's why he doesn't have a real job like you. He'd rather break your non-impact window while you're at work. Window World has high-quality, very affordable hurricane-rated impact windows to help protect your home from hurricanes and from lazy thieves.
Call us today at 904-443-7001. Get a free estimate and see for yourself. You save energy, get more security, and the windows add value to your home. With all Window World windows, you get the best guarantee in the window replacement business.
Window World,
simply the best for less.
And thank you for your business.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
In this age of globalization, we've learned that bigger isn't always better. Ever tried to get phone help from a big corporation? From a real person? Good luck. That is what's so nice about Mike Merritt's Heating and Air. Unlike publicly traded conglomerates with headquarters in faraway cities, Mike Merritt's Heating and Air remains family-owned and operated by Mike, your neighbor. Mike Merritt has delivered hometown service, integrity, and pricing for generations. The big guys incentivize their techs to sell you new equipment. Mike's team emphasizes repair first. We only sell you equipment if your current equipment is worn out and beyond repair. And let's be honest about price. Small operations without much overhead can sometimes lowball your job, but you can't trust just anyone with a truck. They may be here today and gone tomorrow. Mike Merritt has been keeping North Florida cool for more than 3 decades. That's experience and dedication you can count on. Call today or see us on the web.
Florida license number CAC 050384.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Zero Rest. Florida head coach John Summerall on Monday doesn't appear closer to revealing the team's starting QB.
I like what both have done. Neither one is like just light years ahead of the other. They're both doing really good things.
The Jags back home for camp practice on Monday. Drops all over. No Nick Mullins and Liam Cohen, leaning towards giving Trevor Lawrence a few snaps Friday against the Panthers. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 8:05 and it's 81 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller. Woo! Stay tuned for more with the drill coming up next right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focus, fueled, fearless, Farah.
All right, we're back on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Now, I've got good news for you. I'm really going to bring it in the second half of the program. I've been on tilt a little bit all morning, and I've gotten some news in the break that has now cleared my mind. It's
wonderful.
It's eased me of my distractions.
Okay.
And now I'm ready to go.
You want to share the news?
Yeah, I pull in today on the way to work, and I need to get some gasoline.
Oh, okay.
So I need to get some gas, right? So I pull into the gas. I'm going to get some gas and some coffee and, do the whole thing. And I pull into the gas station, and I go to get my wallet, my money clip wallet.
Oh,
and
no.
it's not where it always is, and I can't find it there.
No.
And now I'm thinking, well, when's the last time? I just went on a trip out of town. I don't know the last time I used it in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
And so I figured it was at the house, but I had no memory of taking it in or putting it anywhere. And so I have gotten an update,
It is at the house.
It is at the house.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's so relieving,
now, I
bro.
still may have an issue of having to hitchhike the last, half of the drive home.
Correct. It's going to be a tough ride
I
home.
might run bone dry at about, if you see me down around Phillips Highway area, like a transient, if you just bring me a gas can.
So the song I rejoined with is appropriate. My dog riding dirty.
I'm going to be riding dirty. I am, yeah.
Not in the back seat either.
Yeah, I might not make it. We'll see. No, I think I'm good.
Shout out to the.
I don't want everyone to hurry up and say that. Here's some cash. I wasn't.
Big shout out to the Greek system up there in Penn State.
What they do?
Oh,
where there more than a dozen.
Still happening. These idiots are still trying to get away with stupidity.
Oh,
This is more than a dozen Penn State fraternity brothers were busted for running a complex cocaine trafficking ring out of 2 separate fraternities that forced the pledges to cut and bag the drugs then sold to the students, according to prosecutors.
Dang, the pledgers. They
cut it right.
Yo,
it's like Scarface.
Move.
Yo.
A whopping 14 people, including a Long Island native at the very top of the food chain, New Yorker, were slapped with charges in connection to the multi-state trafficking scheme. 4 of the charged are current Penn State students. 9 are alumni. 1 is a dad. Let's give the
Pops ran it.
Let's go ahead and name the fraternities because it ain't mine. Sigma Chi and Delta Upsilon.
Dang, those are big brand names,
Big boys, huh?
Reportedly coordinating with suppliers in New York and Philly and trafficking coke. This is screaming for a Netflix documentary.
Oh, my gosh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Trafficking in the coke and distributing it mainly to Penn State students.
Sure.
Yeah, our 2 guys.
gives new meaning to those whiteouts they've been having up there.
2 guys that got the big picture. Agostino Abadiello and Thomas Robinson are your 2 ringleaders. This was a coordinated and highly profitable drug trafficking crew revolving around 2 senior members of the fraternity, other fraternity brothers, and pledges. Cut it again! That isn't right!
They took risky business.
I said kilo.
They took risky business to a whole new level, and they
My
did it like
gosh.
on the for real side.
What is going on here? Kids, you backseat-igans, crime doesn't pay. They're going to find you.
Who goes to college to start a drug operation? You could have
Drug
done
ring.
that down at the Armory.
Yeah.
We don't need to go to college for that.
Yeah.
Huh? We can all get together at Freddy's on Fridays in the garage and run this thing. There's no reason, to live in, Jalapeno Hall.
Cocaine was cut and packaged primarily
Sure.
at the houses before being distributed to Penn State students.
Sure.
Felony charges, corrupt organizations, conspiracy, and dealing in proceeds of unlawful activity. A second Long Islander also charged with felony conspiracy and criminal use of a communication facility. Well, we got a bunch of misdemeanor guys. Those are probably the pledges.
Pledges, yeah.
He told me I wouldn't make it.
Well, listen, this is again, it's just another sign of the idiocracy. Thankfully, there's an organization that wants to be a big cartel-like deal. I mean, this is more than just, you got a buddy who lives in this dorm and he can get you some weed.
Penn State has since suspended Delta Upsilon while it investigates the fraternity.
It's like a Delta Upsilon joined the wrong frat.
Yeah, it said Sigma Chi is not recognized by the university, operates outside its supervision. We are horrified by these serious allegations against current and former students, said Andrea Dower, Penn State's VP for Student Affairs. Criminal activity, including hazing, such as this, has no place at our... Cut it again!
Yeah, you can't
Cut
say...
it again!
You can't say hazing. That's be way beyond hazing. That's dumbing it down.
So.
I always would
Penn
say
State.
this. Here's the idiocracy, though. If you were going to try and run a big-time drug operation...
Yeah.
The last place in the world you're going to do is on a college campus where everyone's yappity yap. I mean, it takes about 3 weeks for everyone to know that Sigma Chi is the Scarface house.
Yeah.
You don't keep that under wraps. So,
No.
if you're, like I said, it's one thing if I know a guy who knows a guy, but I mean, they're trying to run like a Medellin there.
Yeah. Medellin.
What are we doing?
I mean, what's happening down there? I mean, come on. So anyway, that's what's going on at
back in the day, you sit
Penn
your
State
back seat again off to college. And all I had to worry about was like, Jimmy at the end of the dorm floor had a, nickel.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, now
Times have changed.
we got full blown. Because I got news for you. Where all that drug and money, the guns and the violence, that all follows. Pretty soon you're, some poor kid from Scranton's going to be his freshman year and he's going to be in Hawk.
Do you guys know this Jordan Tyson cat had all these injury history? This New Orleans kid, this receiver that they love, they all raved about him. They said he was the best receiver coming out, but he went top 10, but he didn't go ahead of Carnell Tate, for example. Torn ACL, MCL, and PCL in 22, fractured collarbone in 24, sprained ankle in 25, hamstring 25, hamstring again in 25, and now hamstring in 26. And they're saying he might be out for, again, Doc always says 6 weeks.
That's a problem if it was all through college and now he's just starting that same line. And by the way, he's made his first round money. I'm going to be careful,
Right.
And I get those young stars. They want to make sure they're healthy, but that's a big injury. And were they all hamstrings, you said?
No.
Oh.
But in 25 twice and then once this year.
Well, so yeah. I mean, that's a problem.
About expected to miss like 2 months. So that's a big blow to the Saints. Right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you got a quarterback you're really excited about in Tyler Shuck. Olave is proven to be a number one guy, and he's paid like it.
I saw this list, and you'll like this. This is why you're so bullish on the Florida Gator basketball team.
I can't be any more bullish, I guess.
Yeah, it's natty or bust for you, and that's fair. I mean, listen, there's a top 30 true seniors in men's college basketball. We have 3 of the top 8.
Yeah.
And by the way, seniors matter. Age matters. 23-year-olds against 18-year-olds matters.
I would think so.
So I don't like how you look. I don't like how you walk in here.
He's been waiting to be smug for a long time.
I mean,
been taking beatings.
I told Prosser, I said, it's like I was running the marathon and I'm cruising to victory. I was cruising along here to victory, and all of a sudden I get this cramp. I can't move, and I'm crawling to the finish line. It's literally 20 yards away the whole year. And all of a sudden, here comes this joker in his tank top and his dolphin shorts, laughing at me as he goes
right by you.
Does he stop to help me?
No,
He's flipping me off on the way by.
He had a turbo boost and he saved it and he used it at the right time.
He did.
Although in hindsight, you could have used it at any time and got like at worst a second place.
But
$2
he
billion.
didn't. He got the 3.6.
Got the big boy. So we were already.
That's Brunch with the Tour Talk. It's coming up next.
Yeah, and we've gotten busy on putting together. The winner is what happens this year. So you'll be a great prize pack here from 1010XL. We got some notebooks, some koozies. It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
This is the drill. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
I don't want to say.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Serving Jacksonville since 2007 and proud to do it.
You guys must have some seriously cool stories to tell.
1010XL, your hometown station.
Replacing windows can be a big investment, and you deserve straight answers. Well, at Cash Building Material, I got them. Prosser here. Cash Building Material explained my options, answered my questions, and helped me find windows that fit my home and my budget. No pressure, just honest advice. And they'll do the same for you. So before you buy windows or doors, get a cash quote. Search Cash Building Material and click on their replacement tab. Cash Building Material. Windows and doors done right.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods, a Jacksonville family business for nearly 70 years. Heck, I've been talking about them for over a decade. The Thompson family secret, Dandy's never frozen, always fresh baked bread with quality meats and cheeses, no dry crumbly subs here, only soft and tasty deliciousness. When I see that logo with the little dude with the cane on the label, it tells me I'm getting a trusted brand, a quality sandwich. So do what I do and stop in at a Daly's and make yours a Dandy today.
If you missed it, get it on demand.
And you send those out on the line.
Find your 1010XL favorites where you find podcasts and at 1010XL.com. Channel 5, Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Here you can see.
This is Frank Frangie. When you buy tires from Big Chief Tire, the savings don't stop when you leave the store. Every tire purchase includes the Extra Mile program. That means $10 off every oil change, free tire rotations, free tire repairs, air pressure checks, and more. No points to track, no gimmicks, just real value from a family-owned Jacksonville business that's been serving local drivers for generations. Learn more at WeKeepJacksRollin.com.
I'm Rick Boyle. On September 2nd, DraftKings Game Day arrives with massive deals, exclusive deals, an all-day celebration for sports fans. The DraftKings Sports app is now live in all 50 states, including right here in Florida. DraftKings Game Day is the kickoff of a new season, a new era. Remember the date, September 2nd. New DraftKings customers sign up with the code 1010XL, spend $5 and get $150 in rewards within 14 days. That's code 1010XL in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click to claim issued in non-withdrawable. Predictions dollars that expire in 1 year ends August 23rd. Terms dkng.co/predictions promo. Nationwide based on sportsbook predictions and free-to-play sports contest availability varies by state.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, Brunch with the Tour, trained by
Clearwater Irrigation
and North Florida Medical Centers on 1010XL.
Oh, man.
Feeling good.
I am not happy. Scotty Scheffler.
Just dominant.
Just not even a worry for you.
Not even a care. Yeah, I sent you guys like the gift, kind of the nod. I waited till 18 though.
Yeah.
I said, don't send this on like 7.
Right.
Don't jinx it. He hits
when you hit the sprinkler head.
He hits the sprinkler head on 3. Bogey's an easy par 5. It's like, here we go. But then just incredible, man. I mean, he won the CJ Cup last year by 8.
Dominating performance.
And listen, we're redoing the FedEx Cup. We get all that. But for all intent and purposes, those are the 70 best players in 2026. I mean, the world rankings, the 2-year rolling thing. These are the 70 best guys over the last 8 months. And just absolutely took him behind the woodshed.
Yeah.
In 105-degree weather.
Right.
I mean, it's just
bottom line is if the dude putts, he wins.
Yeah, exactly right.
And I mean, we can do it all we want, but if he putts, he wins.
Yeah, if he hadn't slumped with his putter for a good couple of months, he would have had 4 wins minimum. 4.
Yeah.
Don't even give him all the ones. I thought the stat that really jumped out to me on Scheffler as we kind of reframe him again back where he properly belongs, way ahead of everyone else.
Yep.
You lose sight of that when this guy flares and that guy flares and he doesn't win every time out, and you almost somehow, and golf's weird this way, you almost take a hit that you're finishing second.
Right.
Like you could limp into and out of a tournament and finish 24th and not really be a factor or part of the narrative, and you'd be forgotten. It wouldn't be held against you, it feels like, as much as coming up short of catching a guy and winning a golf tournament. But now that he's won twice, but again, the stat is that's 10 for 10 when you got a 3rd round lead.
That's pretty good.
Pretty solid.
That's
doesn't miss, man.
Like, I don't know what Tiger was.
And by the way, he's going to win.
I think he lost 4 out of 40 something. I think
he's going to win this week, and then he's going to win the Tour Championship, and he's going to be the PGA Tour Golfer of the Year. That's what I think is going to happen.
Well, remember the Tour Championships also, it's a reset, so it's a whole new week. You're saying as good as he's playing, he's going to win the next.
He's going to win the next.
Yeah.
Same guys are back.
Right. It'll be interesting to see this week. We go to St. Louis at Belle Reve, where Brooks won the PGA. I think the last time the BMW was there was 2008. So a lot of guys.
Brooks ain't in it this week.
No, I'm just saying, like, we haven't seen this guy. He is not.
Spieth not in it?
No.
That's stunning.
Yeah.
Not even top 50. Wow.
You live and die by the Spieth, man.
Man.
That was kind of fun. I think Thursday he was charging and shot 5 under.
Oh, he's like a co-leader, right? Wasn't he a co-leader after the first round? Jordan Spieth?
It's fun to watch.
It was like a 4 or 5 way tie, but yeah.
So Jordan Spieth experience.
You never know when he's launching one Obi-Wan Kenobi. That thing just going dead right.
He had, and the boys were talking about it. You guys know this better than me, but he had a sand wedge. I don't even know what day it was. Might have been Saturday. I was just watching.
Okay.
He had a sand wedge, which is, what's the distance on a sand wedge, would you say?
That's probably 110, maybe.
Yeah.
It's just 56.
And here's the green, and here's the slope, and here's where his ball landed. They said that might be the worst sand wedge shot he's ever hit.
Oh, he hit it right, or he pushed it to the
He
right?
didn't get it on the green, bro.
Oh, yeah, I saw that shot, actually.
It dropped down in the
short.
Yeah.
In the feed area.
I mean, that's pretty basic.
Yeah, for those guys, that's.
I think they said
you're
going to hit the green. Yeah. I mean, you're thinking it's a go zone,
right?
I got to get it within the 10-foot circle here, and make a birdie, because he hit a beautiful drive. He's right there, and then he just flubs it. And they say this is what he does, though. This is what he does.
It's almost like a mind lapse, like when you.
And then of course he saved par,
right? Well, he's still got a great short game,
but it's a par.
He'll be cruising along at 3 under you and hit it 20 yards out of bounds.
Yeah.
Right. Make a double.
Yeah.
Just like that. Well, to wit, he was 5 under after round 1.
Yeah.
He could have just gone just 1 under each day. He's playing this week.
Yeah.
Instead he goes. He ends up he bogeyed, I think, the last hole and shot 3 or 4 under. He couldn't. He didn't go even par after starting -5.
We didn't introduce Stuart Moore here, the executive director.
Did we need to go and come back still? He joined the last segment, or does it? Yeah, we didn't start, or did we start fresh?
No, we started fresh.
Okay.
We're good.
Yeah,
he's fine.
All right.
You guys just gave me an entrance.
But
okay.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
It's Brunch with the Tour.
Agronomy.
But this is the question, and I want you to be honest here. Don't lie. I like to make you uncomfortable.
Don't lie like I lie all the time.
You have lied on this program many times.
Oh, sorry.
Cover-ups.
Many times.
There are cover-ups, right? When you say he covers things up,
and there have been cover-ups of the cover-ups.
I try to stay employed, if that's what you're asking.
Understood. I don't think you're going to lose your job. But this week, as you make your way to the office, do you ever see like a courtesy car pull up and the big Spaniard come out like for a secret meeting?
The big Spaniard being John Rahm.
Oh, yeah. How about
when's the big Spaniard back?
Yeah,
is he going to pay the fine?
Can you give us a scoop?
Is he going to pay the fine and then not be eligible for some of the signature events unless he qualifies, and et cetera, et cetera.
Or does he go to the DP World Tour?
He's not doing
and
that.
play for and just kind of make his way back.
Let me tell you something. John Rahm joined the Live Tour for family reasons. Of
course. They all did.
So he doesn't
It's
want
about more time
He
at home,
doesn't want to
Dan.
be all the way over there in Europe when he lives right here in where
Lives in
Arizona.
Scottsdale, yeah.
No.
Now, here's the one interesting thing, and sometimes you got to...
Have you seen John Rahm around the offices? Yes or no?
It'll be interesting to see how prisoner they're held. Sometimes management or one side will say something definitively. Are you going to be willing to hold to it? And like the deal with when they were all offered that little comeback window and 2 or 3 took them.
Sure.
Roll-up said it's going to be tougher.
It will definitely
Your next
be tougher.
opportunity is going to be harder than this one.
Yes. Right.
So if that, and so to Stewart's point, okay. And that would be okay with me.
Yeah.
You
Right.
really want to play on the PGA Tour, go get your
I
card
saw
on
one article that said said he had to publicly apologize as well.
Yeah, I saw the Eamon Lynch article.
But they
too.
won't
Yeah.
make him do that.
They
but
won't do that.
Yeah,
We
he
won't
might,
do that.
or do this, and this is entirely possible. He's going to be. He certainly has eligibility in the majors, doesn't he?
Say it again.
How many is he automatic in the majors right now? Still, how many of them?
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
Well, he's good enough that he could for a year say, "Okay, I'll play your DP tour. It's called the 4 majors. See you next year, boys."
You could.
One major get you in the next year on tour.
It's tough not to.
If you win a major, are you automatically on tour? Can they deny your membership?
Well, he's not eligible for that yet.
But if he wins a
was
major,
you're saying like is he exempt? Like if he is reinstated, right?
Say,
if
no,
if
he's
wins
not reinstated. Right now, he's in wherever he is.
If he, let's say he won the British Open 3 weeks ago,
that
or
wouldn't
whatever,
make him eligible for next year's tour.
But he's not a member of the PGA Tour.
Okay, what if you were say? Okay, so
he's like basically
you have to be a
suspended,
member
right?
of the tour.
He has to be reinstated.
So if
that
you were
process,
a DP World Tour member, you were Alex Fitzpatrick, and you won a major, you wouldn't automatically get.
Yeah, that's different. Because
it's DP.
You're not under suspension.
There you go. That's all you have.
He's got to be reinstated.
Yeah.
So and that's
that
the
to
process. And I'm not in the middle of these
No,
comments,
I hear you. Sure.
Listen, there's going to be. I mean, Brooks had the $5 million to charity, not eligible for the FedEx Cup, and some of the PEP stuff. So or the equity stuff rather, and I think it's going to be that times. God knows how much.
That equity stuff for the top performers, by the way, they will
real
get that money back. They will lose as much as Liv gave them.
That's real money.
Say again now?
That money sharing equity for the real stars of the game, of which Rahm would be one, he will lose more money in the penalty than he may going to live.
Because he's not going to get all his live money.
See what I mean? If you go
Like
through,
that.
if you put him 3 years, you can't share in that, then he'll lose $180, $200 million that would have gone to him had he been able to share in it.
And he's not getting all his
So
live
you
money.
can get him without taking from him.
Do you feel like, and again, you don't know the answer to this, but I'm assuming, is he done being paid by Liv then?
I would assume so. I don't think, I mean, that's what all the rumors say, that the well's kind of dry,
Yeah.
So does he stick around for Live 2.0
That's
next
one
year,
of his
like
options,
whatever
but
that
he's not going to do that.
I don't think so either.
No.
There's a lot of noise out there swirling around him.
And by the way, one thing we've learned about John Rahm, even though he'll deny it and lie, he's gonna do what everybody thinks he's gonna do.
Yeah.
In other words, I don't know how many times I have to say this. I'm not going to the Live Tour. Yeah, okay, Nick Saban.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, we get it.
And then,
right?
and then he leaves in December with the leather jacket on Fox.
Right.
Like the whole thing was
Right.
just so concocted. And that was after the framework agreement. And he said, I'm going to help unify the game. I mean,
Now he's
Mother
stuck over
Teresa,
there.
give me a break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way,
stuck.
he's stuck over there, and he's not getting that total amount of money that was reported. He'll never get like the $350 million or
Right.
whatever it is he's getting credit for. He's only gotten a portion of it, and the other portion he's not going to get. He's
Not
stuck.
gonna get.
Yeah.
Right.
His best move would be to, although if the PGA Tour doesn't let you back, it won't matter. But he could probably get out of Live if he really tried.
Oh, he's getting out of Live.
Yeah,
I'm just saying he could have already. It's the PGA
Where is he
not
gonna
saying,
go?
yeah, come on back, we
Right.
love you, and they
Yeah.
shouldn't. His is almost worse
Now-
because he went late.
Yes.
Could he could have done it though when Brooks did it.
Yes,
He had the option.
He was one of those guys. The
Yeah.
option was
And
there.
Bryson
For him.
And by the way,
Cam Smith.
Why didn't he do that?
I don't think he could get out of his contract.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, or maybe at that point he thought that was a better future for him or whatever.
Oh, I got some Bryson DeChambeau juice, man.
Yeah.
I've seen some pictures on the internet of late.
What?
Oh, look at
What
you.
websites?
Yeah,
What do you got?
his new lady friend.
Okay.
Oh,
That's it. That's your Bryson update.
was that a growl?
Is that a good growl? I mean, you sound like. Does that mean
Yeah.
she's
What do
like an attractive lass? Did you call her an attractive lass?
Sound like a Penn State frat guy over here.
We better head to break. We got to do the picks.
Yeah, cool you off.
Now listen, this is the last week coming up.
This is
For us.
it.
This
I'm
is
going to
it.
come back next Tuesday, and we're going to rehash the season. This is not it, but this is. I am very curious about the standings update. I sent you guys the
problem
payout
is
for
Scotty's
BMW.
going to win, so he's going to eat up the big money, and there's no catching you now that unless we put Scotty back in the hunt and let E get, but then E would take Scotty, so it doesn't matter. So we're all screwed. Bottom line is Stewart saved Scotty, kept him in his back pocket, wait. It's like this, Pross. It's like don't shoot until you see the whites of their eyes, right? He's closer. Hold.
Yeah.
Hold.
We almost talked him into it somewhere. By
now,
bang! Bryce Young, baby, fourth quarter assassin.
Damn it!
He could still lose his first place hold if it doesn't go right this weekend.
That's fair.
It'll be hard though. It would take somebody needs to get first and second, and he needs to get down the list. But we'll see. We'll come back and update the standings and make our picks, I guess, for the final time, at least when the money on the line when we return with Brunch with a Tour on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jacks. When you need a trailer hitch, gooseneck, or RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We've been doing it for 55 years, and customer service is our #1 priority. Visit cannonsofjacks.com.
When it comes to your home or business, experience matters. That's why every apprentice at Local 234, whether training in plumbing, pipe fitting, welding, or HVAC, must pass a rigorous county licensing exam before graduating. It's just one more way Local 234 ensures the next generation of skilled professionals is ready for the job. Before you hire anyone, ask if the work will be performed by a licensed journeyman. Local 234, make the right connection.
Hi, I'm Blake Bortles. People know I've always said if I wasn't playing football, I'd probably be on a construction site. So Next Gen Roofing finally let me live the dream.
Blake, why are you wearing a red practice jersey?
Always worn it for safety.
Right. Well, around here, the red jersey means you're the new guy, so you're in charge of garbage cleanup.
Perfect. I love garbage time. Always excelled in it.
It's not exactly what I meant.
Good thing Next Gen Roofing has real pros handling everything from family homes to large commercial buildings. Next Gen, teamed up with you.
Teamed up with you. Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right, Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boatsiers experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
Hey, it's Joe C. for Wingstop. Have you ever heard of a flavor rodeo? Now available at Wingstop. Carolina Gold, a bold blend of tangy mustard barbecue, apple cider vinegar, and savory spices for the right amount of southern sweet and tang. And Jamaican Jerk, a rich barbecue sauce infused with chilies, thyme, cinnamon, garlic, nutmeg, and sweet molasses. Finished with a savory jerk season for an extra layer of flavor. Carolina Gold and Jamaican Jerk. Now that's a flavor rodeo for a limited time only at Wingstop.
A no-risk, all-rewards path to real weight loss? Awaken 180 is so confident in your success, if you're not happy with your results in the first week, get 100% of your money back. No risk, every reward. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Attention men and women. If you'd like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Hurry and receive a free hair and scalp examination and get 2 weeks of laser treatments for free. Call IHRS at 904-777-4477. Hairforme.com.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch. Now, brunch with the tour, trained by
Clearwater Irrigation
and North Florida Medical Centers on 1010XL.
Listen, before we get into the Dream Finders picks, I don't see any way that any of us can catch, but we'll try.
What is Stewart was all like sending now. He's like,
Well,
Mr.
yeah, send the
Engage,
purse.
sending out the
Yeah, do
purses.
some math.
And
E has the standings.
Get the abacus out.
And then we may have a presentation as well. But E, what do you have of the
All
Dream
right.
Finders homes?
Well,
Standings.
I got those standings. That is correct.
Yes.
Well, I'll just start from the bottom to the top.
There you go. He's in last place.
I'm in last place. I took Rory and Ludwig, who happened to get me $623,000.
Yeah, but everybody makes that kind of money.
Add that to my 17.5. I now have $18.1 million in third place.
Now, by the way, I do want to say Clay County Math in there has
Clay County Math would have had me in
has-
first place. bro.
correct.
All right,
That's what I'm
it's
saying.
just
I'm
fair.
giving you credit. Yeah,
You
you
know
did
what I'm saying?
fair
Come on, man.
because you're DAL, and you could have, you could have slid 100,000 here, 100,000 there, had yourself at least in the hunt.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Not
now
e-
you're so
not
far
even
down,
close.
you finished last. You'll be spinning the wheel. But go ahead.
No wheel spin. In third
that's right.
place, after taking Fitzpatrick and Fleetwood, Mr. Jeffrey Prosser.
Yes.
Gained $968,000. Adding that to his $20.9 million. Prosser's now at $21.9 million.
What were you at? What was he at again?
Me, I was at 18. Oh, I'm now at 18.1.
18.1, 21.9.
You're at 21.9. I'm after taking Sam Burns Eats Worms and Xander Schauffele.
Yes.
Gaining $1.7 million. Adding that to his $21 million. Dan Hicken is now at $22.8 million.
22.8.
0.9 million ahead of me.
Yeah.
And then in first place,
I don't like how you say 0.9 million. I like to say just $1 million ahead.
I like to think in increments of
about $1 million ahead.
I'm a decimal guy.
and after taking Scotty Scheffler and Hideki Matsuyama.
Let's go.
Getting him a total of $4.1 million. Adding that to his $20.8 million. The tour, Stuart Moore, is now sitting at $25 million.
Waving the white flag.
Do you feel like this will be your biggest accomplishment this year?
Probably. It's been a down year.
In 2026?
Ladies and gentlemen.
As a Panthers fan, yes.
Without further ado, we crown the champion.
Yes.
His name
No
is
loser
Stuart
this year,
Moore.
just a winner.
Here comes the presentation. Chock full of gifts is our producer, Emmanuel Arthur Valorez. There it is.
He's got a 10XL T-shirt there.
That's 2X.
Yeah, maybe we get that that autograph by some of the personnel. Couple 10XL pins.
Pens are really nice.
Yes.
Certificate. A folder.
Okay.
All right, can you do it on mic, please,
Yeah.
over here?
I mean, what are we doing?
All right.
He's going
Read the letter.
running all the way
Congratulations.
into his room.
That's fine.
I mean, he could
Go
still
ahead, E.
theoretically be caught. I don't know why you're doing this, but
Well,
Congratulations. This certificate is presented to the one Stuart Moore,
yes,
Executive Director of Agronomy.
yes,
The 2026 Brunch with the Tour champion.
yes.
And you got 2 Jolly Ranchers, my boy.
There is nothing like a 1010XL prize pack, ladies and gentlemen.
We'll see if we can do maybe we'll see if we can juice it for him
This
a little bit.
T-shirt is the thickest cotton I have ever. I'm wearing this outside right now, and I will not make it home.
Out of due respect, no comments on what size the shirt
No, I
is.
think it's a medium. It's perfect.
I said 2X.
That's probably 3. I mean, who are we kidding?
Awesome.
We'll
feeling great about myself.
We'll do a
as
little
always.
better than that. I mean, we got to play Stadium last year, so maybe we'll up it for you a little bit.
That's
you know.
Oh, that's right.
It's the
We
time
did.
they get this- yeah.
Well,
He got us a stadium, and we got him a shirt.
Yeah, it's a Jolly Rancher.
That's
Yeah.
about even.
No, this was
Sounds good.
This was a performative bit. It was all along. 3.6 million go to first, 2.16 go to second. If somebody gets first and second, then just want to rip it right back.
Yeah.
Like last year, he bought out, and then he wouldn't have been last. That was the beauty of it.
Oh, that'd be nothing
He bought
better.
out for the golf, and then and then we didn't. So yeah,
I want
there's
to take care of you guys.
the top two. So if and you could do it.
Yeah.
No, among
Yeah.
the 8 golfers, if you get top 2 and make 5.7 million,
Right.
he could come out of last. We could both catch. He
Right.
can't catch Stewie. That's the only thing that can't be done. He can't finish first. He could catch both of us, and both of us could catch him. But it's going to take a whale of a week.
Got a nice text from one Tom Alter. Congratulations on the dub. Yeah, he is proud.
You
of
know
me.
what? I guess again we got 5.7 available at the top here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I see a scenario where Russell Henley gets you about 200 grand.
I love Big Russ.
All right. Well, there. Give us a little bit. You said that the last time the Tours played there was the
18. Yeah, that was the PGA Championship. Remember, Tiger was making that run. Brooks won, and then last time the BMW was there was 08. President's Cup is going there in 2030. Old Robert Trent Jones golf course, big ballpark, good golf course. So it should be a great week.
Can I be like? Well, I'll wait till my pick.
Oh.
But I'll let. I've got an exciting development in my pick.
Man, this is
an exciting
the show.
development.
Yes.
I mean, a development off of.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Just wait till my pick.
Is Scotty back on the board or no?
No.
No.
It's time for the Dream
What in
Fighters.
the world kind of question is that?
I was just asking since we all used them.
It's time for the Dream Fighters picks segment. Emmanuel Arthur Thalloran, as the guy's been in last place the entire year,
Dang.
and has played chalk the whole year.
Dang.
You lead off.
Rory.
Again, back
Rory's
to the well.
not playing well right now.
I know, but I got to go with him, man.
Okay.
Gotta
Rory
go
is
with
But the
Rory.
odds tell
13th in the power rankings. How about that?
Not good. Not good. That leads
What's
us
that guy's name?
to Jeff
I
Prosser.
just need to see a list of golfers. I'm not going to put much in. What's the guy that does the Bolton? What's
Rob
his first
Bolton.
name?
Rob Bolton.
Rob Bolton, come on.
Okay. Let's see.
Everybody knows Rob.
Yeah.
I just want to see the list of what he's given some really, really sketchy lists, especially the last month. So whatever he puts here, I'll take with a grain of salt. I mean,
Do you have your pick ready already? Or are you trying to confirm or deny with Rob
no,
Bolton?
I'm just gonna figure out who I'm gonna take here. I don't really love any of what I'm seeing. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go Matt Fitzpatrick.
Okay, that's a little off the beaten path. How did he do last week?
I don't
Got
know.
him 386 grand last
All
week.
right, all right. All right, I'm going to go like Red Auerbach.
Oh.
And I'm going to implement the Larry Bird rules, and I'm going to take Scotty Scheffler. Say the hell with all y'all. That's who I'm picking. And much like Red got Larry Bird, cheated to get him, drafted him a year early, I'm using my pick for next year, my Scheffler pick for next year, this year, and I'm
Dang.
taking Scotty Scheffler.
Yeah, there is no such rule. You're
What?
gonna either give us an eligible golfer or you're gonna take a blank
Dang.
spot. So
I can't
yeah.
take next year's
you
pick.
can't
this
take next
year?
year. No, I would have done that weeks ago. Are you
Well,
kidding me?
I mean,
Yeah,
me?
you can't take.
Can we
next,
have a vote?
No, there's no
Oh,
vote.
he ain't allowing that.
Yeah,
There's a DFL over there. He is definitely not allowing that.
Well, here's what I got.
Oh.
I got a middle finger to Sam Burns Eats Worms.
yeah.
So I'm going Hideki-san.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'll go Hideki-san. He's playing well, and maybe he can somehow put that yellow shirt on Sunday and win me a golf tournament.
Decky's played like 6 weeks in a row now.
Well, he's going to play 7. You leave him
I
alone.
know.
Well, you're in
Don't you
first.
criticize me now that you're in first.
This is where Prosper's like, oh, these guys can't play 6 weeks of golf in a row.
I didn't say it. You did.
I know. You were thinking it,
And
though.
I wasn't even. You even brought it up. You did both. You had the whole conversation. There was one man act.
Give me the king of Nocatee.
Oh,
I'm,
Lude?
I'm tired of falling for this guy, but I'm falling for him again.
Ludi?
His swing is so good.
Yeah.
Give me Luve.
Yeah. And then turn around and take
Turn
who?
around.
What's it like picking 4 or 5? I've done that for about, I don't know, 3 months.
Just loop it back around. Or as
Yeah.
Eamon Lynch in his article yesterday said, John Rahm entered his career cul-de-sac.
Very good writing. Good writing.
He's an incredible writer. You know what?
Mhm.
I'll bite.
Mhm.
You guys ready for it?
I'm ready.
Sam Burns Eats Worms.
Yeah. Well, I got no problem with that.
Such a good ball striker.
Yeah.
Close, man.
Can't close.
Can't close.
Well, he's a good putter too.
There's
Doesn't
only
make
one
any
way.
sense.
There's only one way Sam Burns Eats Worms wins, and that's if Scotty, is feeling bad for his buddy, so he says, "I'll just miss this chip, throw it up here." Go ahead, Sam
Go get
Burns
one.
Eats
Go
Worms.
get
Go
one.
get you one.
I can see that being a yeah.
I'm gonna go. I'm struggling between two. But, I mean, these guys, I'm going to go X-Man. X-Man's playing a little bit better. Maybe X-Man can get her done. I've got X-Man in him.
You'll get to keep today's bonus prize pack in addition to the prize pack. So don't look at it with too critical an eye. It's just like the hors d'oeuvre.
I mean, the Jolly Ranchers are definitely chef's kiss on this. And they're taped to the
It's going above and beyond.
paper. That's, yeah.
I'm not going to lie. It's going above and beyond. I'm going to take...
the King of Nocatee has sent me a picture.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, Kentucky Jeff says he is the King of Nocatee.
Is he with Oberg there?
Yeah.
Imagine poor Oberg when Hillbilly Jeff goes scoring over next to him, holding a couple of Keystone Lights.
Oh, yeah.
Probably half in the bag.
Got the Yeti filled up, yeah.
Ludwig.
Luddy.
Yeah. 4 hours at the water park. Stumbling over your golf
and then
cart.
basketball. Kentucky Gio, because he's such a Kentucky fan.
Yeah.
He'll have to go over there because he knows he went to Texas Tech and they're good in hoops. So he'll have to talk to him about Texas Tech hoops. And Ludwig will be polite.
Yeah. Very nice.
And Kentucky Gio just won't know that he
can't read the room. Can't read the room.
Yeah, and we love him. That's why he's ours.
Yeah.
He can get away with that with us.
With us, it's fine.
But Ludwig, maybe I see now the correlation between Ludwig not having a lot of success this year.
It's the Nocatee
Hadn't been able to close. Yeah. All right, I'm going to go with my old fave,
Ryan Gerard?
Patty Cantlay.
Oh,
Cantlay.
wow.
Cantlay.
All right.
Yeah. Who was your second pick? Who did you just
X-Man.
say? X-Men.
X-Man.
Oh, yeah.
Why do you write them down?
I don't know. I don't know. I write them down every week, and then I never know what they are by Friday.
I'll ask him on Friday. Who do I got?
Yeah.
He has no idea.
What I do?
No idea.
No, I pull the paper off and I leave it in the. There's probably back about 8 weeks worth of, but I never have them on hand, so it doesn't matter. Like Friday 5-pack, which I actually care about. I'll take a picture on my phone.
Taken.
Yeah.
Which I actually
But I
care
can't.
about.
Yes, I can't.
You could have this T-shirt.
The competitive.
had it.
The competitive fire and anxiety over a bunch of the tour, a little different than the Friday 5-pack.
That's fair. Okay, I'll allow
All right, let's go to
ET. Got one left, buddy.
Yeah,
ET,
man.
the final pick of the year.
I think this guy's going to bring me over. I think he had a mullet at one time. Let's go Cam Young.
Forever Young.
Whoa.
You've been staying with him, and he's killed you. He's absolutely killed you.
Never had
live by
never
Cam
had a
Young, die by
mullet.
him.
Yeah, never had a mullet at
No
all.
mullet.
Dang it.
Yeah.
No.
Cam
Who had a
Smith.
mullet? Cam Smith. That's
yeah,
who.
yeah, Cam Smith had
You
big
want to go
time
with him
mullet.
instead?
No, I'm
Okay.
sticking with Cam.
'Cause he's not in the field. Yeah.
He's actually fishing.
All right, that's a brunch with the tour. Appreciate you.
Congratulations,
Yeah,
Stuart.
for now. I mean,
For
that's
now.
1.8 million at the top. Yeah.
Mathematically.
We're trying to mush you right from
That's
first to
fair.
third.
I will be back next Tuesday.
Yeah. See, and here's the problem now. Here's what's going to happen.
no.
If one of you or I are lucky and finish first, we've now set the precedent for this year's prize pack. And it's instead of
we're not
drawing,
getting drivers.
Yeah, instead of getting like equipment or a golf round out of him, he's going to come flying in next week with like a PGA Tour notebook.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to get.
It's like reinforced
a ball
cotton.
marker.
Yeah, right.
Ball marker from the players.
A divot,
There you
little
go.
divot tool, and a couple ball marks.
This is the
PVC sawgrass.
The drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, take Jacksonville with you.
There's no place like home.
Listen to 1010XL away from home.
Oh, but anyway, Toto, we're home. Home.
Download the 1010XL and XL 92.5 FM apps for free on Apple and Android devices.
Looking for something different this weekend? Experience the 23rd Annual Jacksonville Tattoo Convention. Meet hundreds of talented tattoo artists, discover one-of-a-kind vendors and artisans, and explore the collector's alley packed with Pokemon, trading cards, sports memorabilia, comics, toys, collectibles. Bring the whole family, enjoy free parking, and take in a beautiful venue. Renaissance Resort at World Golf Village. Tickets are available at the door. For event details, schedules, and everything you need to know, visit setattoo.com.
The doctors at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists have resolved my hip and foot issues, and I'm back to training for the 2028 Olympics in LA. This is Garrett Scantling, and I highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
This is David Garrard. Following my knee surgeries and recovery, I'm continuing to feel great and would recommend Southeast Orthopedic to anyone who's experiencing orthopedic pain.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Go!
After the stadium lights go dark, the football conversation gets started.
With hacker and Trent Osborne.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Friday Night Lights.
Presented by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning on 1010XL.
Make your outdoor living space one you're proud of with Sutherland Lawn and Landscape. From landscape design and outdoor living spaces to turf, lighting, irrigation, pavers, and complete residential and commercial maintenance, Sutherland brings your vision to life with quality craftsmanship and a team you can trust. Sutherland Lawn and Landscape, transforming outdoor spaces, elevating everyday living. Visit SUTHERLIN lawn.com today.
Florida sun, hurricane winds, driving rain. Your roof takes a daily beating. That's why Endless Summer Roofing installs fortified roofs. Engineered for Florida with superior wind protection and impact resistance. Better yet, a fortified roof may even qualify you for insurance discounts. A stronger roof and potentially lower insurance bills? That's a win-win. Endless Summer Roofing. Built, fortified, built for Florida. Visit endlesssummerroofing.com.
Credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payments, so they're getting nowhere. Hey, Prosser here, but here's what many homeowners don't realize. Using the equity in your home, you can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash. With Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can pay off your credit card, your existing HELOC, your car loans, or get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved and saved over $1,500 a month. Here's the best part. With Loan Pronto, you can do it all from your phone. With zero out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long, drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com. See how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto, 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
All right, we are back. It's a Cat and Truck Accessories Tuesday. Here's the news of the day from down in Jagland. Injuries are a bit of a problem right now. I think Liam Cohen disappointed. Well, I don't think. He said how disappointed he was. They couldn't kind of go full padded workout by design. They would have liked to have been able to do that yesterday. The O-line still in shuffle mode. We did see Walker Little back on the field, just not in the team drills. But I would suspect that Walker Little, he indicated he thinks Doga, by the time the season goes, they're ready to go full speed. Makari won't be. We learned that he's out.
We got a somewhat big one right now. LaQuinn Allen.
Oh, this just happened.
Yeah, Ryan O'Halloran says out for the rest of camp, soft tissue.
Yeah, that's a new one. So that running back position that brings DJ Dallas and Jamari Taylor into opening day. Well, I think Abdul's probably on the team.
Yeah,
I would think, but I could be wrong. I mean, they're going to keep 4, won't they?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Well, I guess.
Yeah, last year they did.
Yeah.
Tootin, ETN, LaQuint, and then whoever. DJ, is that who they went and got? They had somebody. There was a 4, so I imagine there would be, and whether that's Abdullah or DJ Dallas or a rookie Jamari Taylor, but LaQuinn Allen, they count on. He's a good pass blocker. He's a vibe guy. I thought it was interesting. We kind of like joked around with Trevor about he's always willing to scrap with somebody, and he carries that with those guys too. Like they think that about him too. You know what I mean? We kind of got that feeling in our conversation with Trevor. Travis Hunter, they're focusing on defense. I would say for the Cleveland game. Like it felt like we were kind of told that yesterday. You want to get some extra, make sure you're get that same chemistry with your defensive mates that you have with your receiving, teammates and Trevor.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that will pretty much be the schedule that they keep him on going into the Cleveland game. And I think in some ways, by having him devote all of his 11-on-11 time to the defensive side of the ball yesterday, and I would think even more moving forward, I think it's also an indication that he's got the playbook down pretty good.
Yeah.
They feel like they could stick him in on an offensive play. He knows what to do, where to go. And while on defense, he might be a little bit more fluid pre-snap. And he's got big designs on being an all-pro cornerback. You know, he does. That's what he says. When your goal is that no one ever catches the ball on you, that's pretty lofty.
That would be good.
Yeah.
That would be really good.
Sure.
If you could do that. I cannot get over. Sorry to shift gears.
No,
here,
I just wanted to give folks kind of the lay down. They got joint
Quinn Allen's a big deal.
Yeah,
by the
for
way.
sure.
That's not good. I cannot get over how poorly Kyle Tucker is as a baseball player right now. For $60 million. With great money comes great responsibility, by the way. You can say what you want, but if you don't, that's
not in L.A.
Well,
it comes
for him. He obviously can't handle it.
Well, it may not come great responsibility, but it comes great. You can get great criticism. But the Dodgers aren't affected at all. They don't suffer for it.
For his last 25, 2 games in a row, he's dropped a pop fly.
Yeah, what's going on?
He's hitting .230, OPS is .692. He's among the league's worst in OAA and DRS. $240 million man, Kyle Tucker.
And everyone, I mean, that's what he was getting, going for.
Yeah.
I know they overspent, but somebody was going to pay him 50 or 55.
The Mets offered him a higher AAV, shorter years. And he would have been annihilated in New York.
And wasn't he good for the Cubs?
Yeah.
Because he went from the Astros to the Cubs. Was that just for half a year? Was he there a whole year, or was that a trade deadline deal last year that they got him?
I think he was there the whole year, but I'll check. He's never been a great baseball player. He's one who got
the promise.
Fortunate at the timing of his free agency. He was the best piece available in a time where people are. He was with the Cubs all last year. He hit 22 home runs with 73 RBI and hit 266. He's a guy.
Congratulations. That's
his
what
best
Austin Riley's about to do.
His best years 30-92, 31-07, 29-112.
There's a little Vlad Guerrero there. This guy's been built up as a bigger production machine than he actually is. Vlad's the same way. When we looked at his, he got a lot of 22. Bichette's another one, and in my mind was hitting these 30s and 40s, more of a 20s home run hitter. So put him on that list. He's more in line with. What did the Mets pay Bichette? Did he get a ton?
42. Yeah. But Bo Bichette at least has rallied.
No, I get you. But from a home run standpoint, he doesn't.
Well, he's not a home. I think Kyle Tucker more is a home run hitter than Bo Bichette.
I thought of Bichette as a home run hitter when you signed him. I did until we went through the numbers.
Yeah.
And again, all it takes is that 1 year to hit 30-something. That sticks in my mind, I think.
Right.
When I see your ceiling, it makes me think he's a 30 home run guy. And then you look and they have years with 18 or 21 or.
Yeah.
By the way, and just because we brought up Guerrero, that's amazing. It's been a full calendar year since he's hit a home run in the home stadium.
I know.
And that includes, by the way, if that's maybe you know
it
what?
doesn't include the postseason.
Okay, because he had 8 last postseason. You tell me he hit them all on the road?
Yeah,
that doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
Hey, Yankees, I wish I could say I felt sorry for you or that I'm surprised. I guess that's what I would say.
Max Fried?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the guy. He's a great Brave, and there have been times since he left that I wish they never let him go, and I think he even pitched in last year's postseason, so that was important, but he's back on the 15-day injured list because of a left elbow bone bruise. His stint on the injured list is retroactive to Friday, a day after he gave up just 5 hits in 5 innings against Seattle. Fried's 4-4, 2.81 ERA and 15 starts, but he's bounced back. He had a great year last year. He could have very well won the Cy.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of injuries, Parker Washington day-to-day, out for the rest of the week. So you won't see Parker again this week, undisclosed. And Wyatt Milam day-to-day, expected back next week.
Yeah, this is all, again,
also
because it's a statement team.
Halloran.
And I feel like Liam knew this the way he was talking yesterday. He talked yesterday after practice like they only had 15 guys available.
Right.
But now I think it's we're not going to have Parker. We're not going to have – and I wonder, does Parker play in the game? Since they're playing the first teamers, or does when you say the rest of the week, is that the rest of the practice week, or is you know what I mean? Because I should have mentioned that too, and that might be the lead story for some of you out there. Liam also indicated, pretty convincingly that the starters are going to play this week. How long, we'll see.
So it's LaQuinn Allen, Washington, Kaiser's still out, Milam, Makari, Van Lanen, Jordan Lewis, Adoga, McLeod are all currently on the injury ticker, if you will. And again, this is from our friend Ryan O'Halloran, who does a show here Friday on 1010XL.
The concern meter differs by what the injuries are, how serious they might be, and who the player is, and how they affect. So,
right.
That's in addition to some that we already know have been out.
Right.
Like Van Lanen.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. So, injuries are piling up for our Jaguars.
Every once in a while, you'll just get something, how different life hits in other parts of the world.
Right.
Like the concerns that you might have, the way certain sports are played. But I've gotten this on the text on Designed by Lifetime and Closers. Here's a profession you never know existed. I think we've all heard of horse whisperers, and then they've got the pet whisperers. But apparently there's also something known as the monkey whisperers, and they've been hired.
Oh.
They've been hired at the BWF World Championships over there in New Delhi. The monkey whisperers have been hired to prevent the animals from invading the championships. It's the Badminton World Championships, by the way. Badminton.
The
Badminton World Championships would be overrun, by the primates if it weren't for the monkey whisperers. So, listen, a lot of different ways to make a buck. You're listening to The Drill. It is a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
The radio station with special skills.
With these powers, I could be
Jaguars, Gators.
Sports talk for Jacksonville.
a superhero!
1010 XL. Jacksonville Sports Superstation.
At Beard's Diamonds, diamonds are what we do best. But did you know Beard's is also Jacksonville's source for the latest fashion jewelry for every occasion? Exquisite designer pieces, all new creations, the latest trends.
We've seen yellow gold be very, very popular right now. So the very dainty is in right now as far as the little huggy earrings.
Ben Lupo and his father John are also seeing a big increase in demand for colored stones.
Colored stones are extremely popular right now. People like something different.
Sapphire, ruby, and emerald, which we have a great selection of in the store, whether it be pendants, necklaces, earrings.
So if you're looking for an anniversary gift, a push present, or a just because gift, don't go to one of those corporate chain jewelers. Get more selection, higher quality, and better value at Beard's.
When you walk in the door at Beard's, you are paying less for a higher quality item, and it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee.
And don't forget, Beard's now has an incredible selection of luxury pre-owned Rolex watches, all the hard-to-find models. Beard's Diamonds, Jacksonville's locally owned jeweler for over 4 decades, in the St. John's Town Center.
25 weeks comes down to this.
You ready?
3 wide under the lights. 0 margin for error. Everything on the line. Flirting with 200 miles per hour in the place where this journey began. Race 26, the final hunt for a spot in the chase. The Coke Zero Sugar 400 weekend at Daytona, August 28th through 29th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Transmission problems? Call Action Transmission Specialist. I'm Robin, the owner. My team provides expert service, done right the first time on all makes and models, plus a nationwide after warranty for total peace of mind. Action Transmission on Merrill Road. Get traction, call Action.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
You know that little voice in your head that says, I really should do something about that septic system? If your yard's getting soggy, things aren't draining like they used to, or you've caught a smell that definitely wasn't there before, don't wait until it becomes an emergency. This month, save $500 on a new septic system installation from Duck Duck Rooter. As the only master septic contractor in Northeast Florida, Duck Duck Rooter will handle the whole job from permits to final inspection, and you know the work is done right. So when you're stuck, call Duck Duck Rooter, 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com. Financing is available.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Hey gang, Prosser here for Julington Pest Control. Is your lawn struggling this summer? Mine's not. You got brown spots, insects, weeds, lawn disease? I don't. Those things can quickly take over when your lawn isn't getting the right care. But Julington Creek Pest Control provides a complete lawn care program featuring premium granular fertilizer, not those chip liquid shortcuts, plus general pest and termite protection. Give your lawn the care it deserves. Julington Creek Pest Control, our family serving yours since 1984.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank.
My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional, and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296, Ryan Salem, NMLS ID 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Amco Transmissions. Jag head coach Liam Cohen likes what he's seen from linebacker Jelani Tavai.
Ty's a great dude. He's a communicator. He's a team guy. He's a pro's pro. He knows how to handle himself.
Ohio State and Oregon open 1 and 2 in the AP poll, with Georgia, Notre Dame, and Texas rounding out the top 5. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 9:03 and it's 83 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned. This is Mr. Nasty Time, and it's coming up next right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farrah doesn't flinch.
I'm fed, feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty Time. Oh, Mr. Nasty Time. The nasty time.
Naughty girls need love.
Yeah, we got a naughty girl in L.A. last night. She was naughty. She's beating the hell out of some other girl. Streets of Los Angeles, California. It's, I don't know what's happening out there. That's Blueface's girl, Krishan Rock. She's a rapper-y.
I don't know if you would label that as rapping, but yeah.
Oh, so you don't, she's never had a hit? Or
No.
anything? Okay.
No.
So you just kind of label yourself a rapper? And
Correct.
you go
Like
with
I'm a rapper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blueface, baby.
Blueface, baby.
Yeah. Anyway, so are they together? They're not together anymore, though.
No, but they have a child together.
Did they not have a TV show or something like that, or
Yeah.
a YouTube show or something that they used to do together?
That is correct.
Okay. Well, Krishan Rock, she missed her calling, by the way. She
Yes,
ought to be
she
a
did.
boxer, because
My
I thought
goodness.
she was when I watched her just pummel this other.
It's from her stance, you know.
Yeah, she got a great
Squared
base,
Yeah.
squared up, and just started wailing on this.
Wasn't her
girl.
first fist fight? Is that what you're saying?
Krishan's got face tats, which means
she's either
she's
has
been to or going to.
It doesn't necessarily mean that, but in her case,
It
sure.
100% means that,
It doesn't.
except, well, 99% we have confirmed Posty.
Okay, Posty.
Posty's it.
What's the most?
None of all your friends who have face tats have been to the Who's
Posty's trying to get his off.
Is he?
Of course he is.
Yeah, he's getting all his tattoos off. We're trying to.
You don't look right.
All right. What of all the?
Krishan Rock faces 8 years in prison over drug charges.
Well, there you go. Yeah. Maybe she's
Krishan
just
Rock was
preparing.
released from an Oklahoma jail on September 24 after serving roughly 3 months in
Well,
custody.
so there you go.
Extradited from California following arrest on a felony fugitive warrant tied to a 2022 drug charge, including possession with intent to
Been
distribute.
busy. She's got a
goodness.
Hence, as Dan Hicken theory on face
face
tats, you make a bad decision like that bad of a decision, you're going to continue to make that bad decision and end up in jail.
And
it's just a fact.
Apparently, they sentence you to Penn State University so you can further your career.
Is that Blueface on her neck?
Probably.
There's a tat of a
Are
dude
they-
on her neck.
Are
it
they
looks
currently
like,
together, her and Blueface?
No, I don't think they're currently together.
yeah, and she
Is
has
it
a
okay
big
for
old-
me to ask why he chose Blueface?
I don't even know why.
Okay.
Well, no, because that's what they. That's another term for the culture calls a $100 bill, a blue face.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Like that. I've learned something. File that one away. All right.
It says here, what's the deal with Krishan Rock? She's an American reality television personality.
Is she? What's she on? Is she on anything?
She's a rapper and social media figure known for her turbulent on-again, off-again relationship with rapper Blueface, frequent viral controversies, and tumultuous public personal life. It's not going to end well for Krishan.
I got a good celebrity bout.
I'm
We do
worried.
Krishan and Punkin. We'll get them out there. Have a dance off. Get Punkin and her throwing down.
Punkin would not last with Chris Shaw.
No way.
No
way.
Yeah,
Punkin would be in a whole lot
sounds
of
like
trouble.
you or I or ET wouldn't
A lot
last
of dudes
with her
wouldn't
either.
last with her, but no.
I mean, yeah.
That is correct.
Of all the lists, like we follow the lists in the off season, and they've ranged from the very optimistic to the sometimes middle of the pack, lukewarm. To
By the way, Zadarius Smith signing with the Falcons breaking this morning.
Okay, well that helps because they're down. You know, they lost Jalen
Both of
Walker
them.
and Pierce are going to be out for 8 weeks, and they probably caught a break with only an 8-week suspension. Quite frankly, is there one list that stands out as unfair to you about the Jags that damn near offended you? I remember one where they had a 17th in the power ranking. I don't forget whose it was, but I thought 17th in the power ranking was a bit disrespectful.
This has nothing to do with anything but Madden ratings. They got us listed at 79, bro. We won 13 games last year.
We were the 29th ranked team in the Madden.
There you go.
That would by far the most. Is anything though like offended you other than that, or something that ranks too low? Because I know for you especially, you're gonna have a runaway winner with the list I'm about to give you.
All right, I'm ready.
For me, I think this is harsh, but I'm not as high on this unit as you are.
Okay.
Not that you love them, but where there's a gap there. PFF, hot off the presses.
Okay.
And their 2026 NFL offensive line rankings.
Okay.
Number 1 offensive line, Denver Broncos. Makes sense?
Yeah.
Right? Got good tackles with Bowles and McGlinchey. Got a good team. Number 2, Eagles.
Okay.
Future Hall of Famer Lane Johnson there.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the year that we had to take Joker because there weren't any other tackles to take? Yeah, Lane Johnson went 2 picks later. Third best line, Tampa Bay Bucks. But anyway, does it matter? Colts are 4, Bears are 5, Bills are 6, Chargers are 7, Chiefs are 8, Falcons are 9, San Francisco's 10. I'll just keep scrolling down. I'm now down to 15, the Seahawks. I'm now down to 20. That's the Bengals. I'm now down to 25. That's the Dolphins. The number 26 offensive line would be the Panthers. 27, the Houston Texans. 28, the Green Bay Packers. 29, the Tennessee Titans. And according to PFF, in their most recent up-to-date training camp preseason offensive line rankings, number 30, the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's with Little and Harrison painted in at tackle. Cleveland and McCarry. This is before the McCarry injury yesterday. Cleveland and McCarry at guard and Hainsey at center. They write, this unit will rank higher once Cole Van Lannon gets back on the field, but the interior of the group is a major concern. McCarry has seen his PFF grade drop in each of the past 2 years. Last year, just 51.8, and he's dealing with injury himself, while center Robert Hainsey's career-high 66.7 PFF grade came back in 2022. So, right, wrong, accurate, inaccurate. Here's a list that would give you concern if it were correct.
30th?
30th. The only 2 below the
That's not good enough.
The Cleveland Browns and Washington Commanders.
Not good
and maybe they're not 30th. I think if they thought they were 30th, we would have seen more upheaval.
I don't think they're 30th.
I don't think they're 30th. I will say this too, and I harp on the measurables. They gave up 41 sacks. That was among the worst 10 in the league. They had a 4.0 rushing. It was second worst yards per carry. To me, those are offensive line stats. But I was reading that of the 41 sacks, there were like 3 games where it was like 8, 7, and 5 or something. So they got, a large portion of them came. So they went, 4 or 5 sack-free games.
Right.
Also. So, yeah, 30th seems low, but it's eyebrow-raising that there's any list of any part of a football team where the Jags would be 30th, especially if it's a part as important as the offensive line, which right now is so banged up and battered. I don't even know if the competition that you want to have in there, that's also what they're missing. That's an offshoot of all these injuries. The competition for these, for the veterans to hold off the rookies, for the rookies to catch them. You miss that too.
Yeah, I don't think they're 30th. I know you have them lower than I would have them, but I didn't think they were terrible last year at all. I mean, that's 30th is terrible.
Here's what again, and there's a lot more into this. Tony would scoff at me and tell me I'm an idiot, and it wouldn't be the first time. But what I would do is I would take what their average was in yards per carry, and I would take their sacks allowed, and I would divide by 2 and see where they land.
Yeah.
It'd be somewhere probably mid-20s. If you take just those 2, all right, offensively, let's just on the offensive side of the ball, rushing, yards per game was okay, but yards per carry was lower. There was like 2 teams that had worse than 4.0.
Yeah.
And then sacks, the 41 was, we'll get that here real quick too.
Okay.
Stats. Boom. I'll do that by going to the quarterback. So I'm going to take pretty much the starter number. Let's see. Sacks. Last year, Trevor was sacked. Yeah, 6th most. 41 was 6th most. The Vegas gave up more. Tennessee gave up more. The Chargers gave up more. The Patriots gave up more. The Cardinals gave up more. And then Trevor, 41, 6th most sacks allowed were by the Jags offensive line. So that'd be 26 if you're using that stat. And then the yards per carry was like 29th or 30th. But the sum was definitely greater than the parts. The offense rolled. They said, to your point, and this is the fairest observation to make about the line and the PFF's grade notwithstanding, sacks allowed notwithstanding, yards per carry notwithstanding. You had an offense that set the franchise record for points scored. I don't think you do that with the 30th best offensive line in the league.
It's not possible.
At the very least, they're a middle. They're a mid. They're not. Maybe they're not where you want them to be.
Right.
But they're 15 to 20. They're not bottom of the league.
Yeah.
I think that's a little.
You can even put them in the early 20s, but they're not 30.
Yeah,
they're just not.
Yeah, and now they do say Van Lanen back in the lineup, and who knows how much that jump? Maybe that does jump them into the low 20s. I don't. I know he was.
I can't imagine.
He was their highest graded lineman.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, he was their highest graded lineman. So you're taking out, somebody. In fact, you'd probably switch Walker to McCarry's spot, who would be your lowest ranked lineman, and that would help you a little bit.
Maybe it'll get you up there. All right, let's grab a break. We're rocking and rolling here on a Tuesday on The Drill.
It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday, home of the big honking horn and so much more. You can count on Catlin, a family-run and operated downtown 2nd and May for over 100 years.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. When big sports news happens,
Listen up!
Jacksonville turns to 1010XL.
Hicken here, or maybe you should call me Dreamfinders Danny. Look what Dreamfinders is doing again, an amazing 4.99% fixed interest rate. Now's your chance to lock down the rate and get in the game. You heard me right, a 4.99 fixed interest rate on select move-in ready homes. Visit dreamfindershomes.com for sales event information and get in the game. Interest rate available on select move-in ready homes. Restrictions and limitations apply. Go to dreamfindershomes.com for more details.
If replacing those old windows has been on your someday list, well, this is the perfect time to make it happen with the end of summer sale at Renewal by Anderson. Buy 4 windows and get the 5th free. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. But this offer ends August 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Get closer to the swamp without leaving Duval.
I'm Kyle Markowitz. Get your chomp of swamp news several times a week on 1010XL.
Built by Cash Building Material. Windows and doors done right.
Hey, don't buy a diamond in Jacksonville until you check out Beard's Diamonds. Hicken here. You're going to see a much bigger selection, higher quality than those chain store diamonds, and you get a better price. You heard me right. Beard's is different, man. We're Jacksonville through and through, locally owned for more than 40 years. Lupos are terrific people, man. Father, son, amazing reputation for value, honesty, and transparency. And, man, do they take care of local customers. Free lifetime warranty, free maintenance, free sizing, free cleaning, free insurance appraisals. They don't nickel and dime you. And Beards loves our local heroes in uniform, military, police, firefighters, nurses. 25% off every day, every purchase. And here's something cool. Nobody at Beards is paid on commission. So just take my advice and visit Beards. Get to know the local owners. Let them teach you the inside tricks of how to buy a diamond. It's not just engagement rings. Case after case of gorgeous everyday jewelry. Tennis bracelets, pendants, earrings, fashion rings. Shop local, shop Beards. Get so much more for your money. Beards Diamonds at the St. John's Council.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwood Jewelers. Clayton, you have told us about the importance of cutting a diamond properly and how it relates back to beauty and value. But how do you judge the color of a diamond?
Frank, that's an important question when it comes to diamonds.
You see, a man or a woman really have no color memory. Now, you can remember basic colors like blue or red, but considering we can see thousands of slight variations of the same color, you have to have a master color to relate these two. Anybody that's ever tried to match a paint color on a wall knows exactly what I'm talking about. So we judge the color of diamonds using a set of certified master diamonds from the American Gem Society. This is the only way you can really make an accurate call on the grade because these slight variations in color from colorless to very slight yellow have huge price differences.
That's at Underwood's, where diamonds are graded accurately in San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
Prosser here. You want to know 3 words you can live by? Job well done. Want to know 3 more? Custom tree surgeons. Those 2 go hand in hand. When summer storms come crashing through or hurricane winds start to blow, Custom Tree Surgeons is always on standby, doing it better than everyone else. No job too big or too small, and always job well done. With Custom Tree Surgeons, call Custom Tree Surgeons or visit them at customtreesurgeons.com.
The birth of a child is a time of joy, but when complications during delivery lead to injury or death, families are left with lifelong problems. If you believe a medical mistake contributed to a birth injury, protect yourself and your family by understanding your legal options. Founded in Jacksonville, Edwards & Raggets helps families evaluate medical negligence claims. No fees unless you recover damages. Call 904-INJURED or visit 904injured.com.
Edwards & Raggets, offices Jacksonville.
In this age of globalization, we've learned that bigger isn't always better. Ever tried to get phone help from a big corporation? From a real person? Good luck. That is what's so nice about Mike Merritt's Heating and Air. Unlike publicly traded conglomerates with headquarters in faraway cities, Mike Merritt's Heating and Air remains family-owned and operated by Mike, your neighbor. Mike Merritt has delivered hometown service, integrity, and pricing for generations. The big guys incentivize their techs to sell you new equipment. Mike's team emphasizes repair first. We only sell you equipment if your current equipment is worn out and beyond repair. And let's be honest about price. Small operations without much overhead can sometimes lowball your job, but you can't trust just anyone with a truck. They may be here today and gone tomorrow. Mike Merritt has been keeping North Florida cool for more than 3 decades. That's experience and dedication you can count on. Call today or see us on the web.
Florida license number CAC 050384.
This is your Duval Minute, brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
It's a word you don't want to hear during training camp, injuries, and it's cropping up too much for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, the good news is none of them seem to be, and again, we don't know 100%, too severe. But when you add LaQuinn Allen Jr., who was having a good camp, to the list, and now Parker Washington's out for the week, it makes you take notice. So injury is not great during training camp. They're going to happen. They're part of football. You deal with them, and you just hope they're not lengthy periods of time where these guys will miss. And that's your Duval Minute, brought to you by Lift Power. Lift Power, always on the look for experienced lift truck and dock door technicians in the Jacksonville area. All the benefits out of this world. 401k, company vehicle, sign-on bonus, paid training. Come see why Lift Power is voted one of the best places to work year in and year out. It's rapidly growing. It's been serving Jacksonville for more than 50 years. It's family-owned and operated. Here is your opportunity. What do? You go check them out at liftpower.com. That's liftpower.com.
We're back on the Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. I have an NBA question for you.
I love it. Mix it vibe.
I don't know if I have these feelings because of the docudrama.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I root for, not the Lakers, but for Jeannie Buss? Do you root for Jeannie Buss? Do you find yourself falling on Jeannie Buss's side of, like, they're in a massive bad blood fight with the family.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bad.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm swayed by, at least on Winning Time, it was presented as if she's the only one in the family that did any work. The only one that cared and loved the Lakers and the brand and, like, really followed her dad's, wisdom and viewpoint. And, he kind of split it up. And ultimately, she earned the distinction to run the team. And even when And then they had a terrible bloodletting like at the end of 2025, and they reconfigured things, and she basically fired all her siblings from their roles.
Yeah.
And then they've tried to do this coup. And so currently, with this sale that Mark Walter made, she has always been the governor. So when the board of governors meet, she's the governor. She runs the Lakers. She has continued to run them since her dad passed. Even with the new ownership, she would continue to be the governor as long as they maintain their 15% stock. Well,
she's not the owner.
No.
She's not the majority owner.
No.
But she's
the governor based on they were the original owners, I guess, however contractually it trickles down. But the family has to have 15% for her to maintain that, right? Well, they held like 17%, and all the siblings, they want to carry along. They want to tag along with the Walter deal and get their money. I mean, she doesn't want that, and I think contractually she's going to end up winning. But it's just like non-speaking terms.
You feel like at Thanksgiving we're not all getting together anymore.
Well, they don't. I mean, there's just a lot of
Which is a
animosity
shame.
there. But I just, and again, I could be swayed by, the way they do these docudramas. They're not accurate.
Yeah.
They're not exactly accurate. They'll embellish things, the Hollywood stuff, but they sure made it look like everybody else was just like a lazy.
Well, I started watching that
nothing.
Running Point, and that was even better than the docudrama in my mind. The Running Point with Kate Hudson.
Yeah, is that also about the Lakers?
Yeah, well, they just don't
theoretically.
They're the Wave.
Okay.
Kate Hudson is Jeannie Buss.
Okay.
Her brothers work for the team.
Okay.
Her dad died and gave it to all them, and she took over in a coup from her brother. It's very good. It's fun. It's fun to watch.
All right, you guys are going to be proud of me.
Okay.
As I'm bringing you a 9 o'clock nasty that you guys
round of applause.
salivate over.
Finally, he's in the team.
Again, unlike, I'm not going to throw you some brawl with people I've never heard of.
You're the one that's nasty.
I'm not going to give you something that we're just learning. No, I'm going to give you something that's timely that involves someone in the news.
All right.
Nasty.
Are you ready for this
Get
headline?
nasty.
And I don't know this website. I have no idea. That's part of the 9 o'clock nasty. It could be true. It could not be true. But I got baited in by the headline. Are you ready? You ready for the headline? There's a tape somewhere. Ex-NFL scout alleges Jaden Daniels' mom had affairs with Malik Neighbors, Kayshon Boutte, coaches during ASU-LSU days.
Yeah! Yeah!
Regina Jackson, who is the mother of Washington Commanders quarterback Jaden Daniels.
I knew it, E!
Is facing,
I've been on this one for 100 years.
Is facing allegations posted on X yesterday. The claims come from an anonymous X account using the handle Not So Angry Scout and the display name Angry Scout Vet. The account claims to be run by a former NFL scout. Whatever. The points started after a discussion about the PFT report involving Daniels and LSU. We know what's been going on there. But let's see. Quote tweeted a Pro Football Talk post and alleged that Jackson had been a major issue because of her alleged behavior around Jaden Daniels' football career. Claimed that Jackson had allegedly been involved with some of Daniels' former teammates while they were playing together.
Sounds like somebody's mother used to run around a little bit.
Girl.
Somebody who's a big fan. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
What you talking about?
LeBron's mama.
Man, stop it, man.
Yeah, you know. Delonte, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Sent him into a homeless spiral is what she did.
And then the gloves came again. I mean, these are allegations by Angry Scout, who may or may not have ever been a scout of any sort. He may be a 57-year-old basement dweller. Who knows?
No.
But he said hurt neighbors and Boutte also hurt some coaches. She has a friend who went with her to see some players too. Just a wild woman. I always wondered whose body count's higher, her or Rossini. Jeez. Strays. That's it for me in the 9 o'clock nasty. I never was comfortable. I'm
giddy for a New York City headline, and I got this.
Let's hit him.
Well, before we hit him,
okay.
I just want to give you this one to set it up because this is
baseline.
This is top notch. I love me a headline.
Okay.
No, this is just creative. This is a hand clap for the headline.
Okay.
You know, headline. We love headlines. New York periodicals have always had some great headlines.
It seems that at times like it's one of the layers of hell. Some of the things we read from the headlines.
Well, this is just a creative. This is encapsulating, sells the story. Let me read more. It's a simple 2-word headline. After the story that we had in the 8 o'clock hour, which was a somewhat nasty of our friends at Penn State with their cocaine trafficking ring in the fraternity house.
Yeah, Scarface.
The headline simply reads, Nittany lines. Nittany lines.
Fair enough.
Very good. Very, very creative. Very
All right.
good.
I've got this, and then we'll come back with a full-blown New York City
We can
headlines.
do it right now, yeah.
All right, well, according to a government report that was recently made public, the Korea Football Association spent approximately $4,000 on services for foreign referees on 8 separate occasions during the World Cup and Olympic qualifying matches.
Oh.
KFA staff arranged visits to massage parlors and provided services for international referees with the expenses disguised in official accounting records as post-match drinks or standard massages.
Here. All right. Oceanside Cleaners proud to present New York City headlines.
What has happened?
3 locations that serve you. Oceanside Cleaners off South Side down there in Ponte Vedra. And, of course, St. Augustine. Michael P. Harris's family been doing this thing for a long time, 35-plus years. Go see Mike. He'll show you around the facility. It is clean. It is beautiful. And they are the best. Free pickup, free delivery. Nobody better than Oceanside Cleaners. They say if it's got fabric, they can clean it, and they've proven that to me time and time and time again, man. Oceanside Cleaners. They have kiosks as well, 24/7 for you. You should be using Oceanside Cleaners if you're not doing it right. Hit it. Doesn't sound like. There we go. That's better. Okay. All right. Mogul's wife, who's demanding $6.2 billion in New Jersey divorce case, is barred from testifying after hacking his email.
I didn't know you had that kind of cash.
It's crazy because he offered her $723 million. She was like, nah. I want $6.2 billion.
Ghosted $105 million All-Star doesn't show up to game as team scrambles to replace him.
You know, he no-showed Saturday's game. They didn't announce it as such, but he played Friday. We were at Saturday's game, and my son and I were like, why isn't Marte playing?
Drunk couple arrested after attacking family, punching 9-year-old in cruise ship cabin.
Yeah, how do you punch a 9-year-old at any point of your life?
Tennis star's mystery drink baffles announcers. I've never seen that.
This sounds like
it's like a cold beer.
This sounds like a dramatization by the announcers.
Way off track inside Brooklyn's seedy pen track sex market where pimps, murder, and human trafficking are part of daily life.
Penn State grads immediately apply for job opportunities.
Wow. Gracious. Hidden gems inside the secretive Swiss bunkers the super rich are building to stash Ferrari's gold and fine wine.
For when this AI takeover is underway here in about 3 years.
No. No child's play. Suspect wearing Chucky mask allegedly harasses 6 people. Asks female jogger, "Are you ready to die?"
That would freak me out.
Yeah, no, 6 is about 5 too many before the punch in the face comes.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I got to be honest. I'm walking down the street and some dude comes up to me, Chuck. First instinct is just one right and keep walking.
Probably.
I'm not looking to scrape. I one and move.
Roundhouse.
Krispy Kreme celebrates 30 years of Pokemon with 6 colorful creations. Catch them all for a limited time.
I mean, Krispy Kreme doesn't really need Pokemon, but whatever.
Dynasty divided. Jeannie Buss says sibling sale of Lakers is void in stunning twist.
Well, the contractually, from what I read, she's right.
Miraculous update in case of missing jet skier who disappeared at sea overnight.
Well, okay. I'm assuming she was found.
WNBA responds after fans claim they were forced to cover up offensive XXXY shirts at game.
I don't even know what all that indicates, but it's the most toxic league in the world, so they should hit the headline somewhere.
Seems fishy. Umpire makes dreadful foul ball call that costs Marlins dearly in Phillies' loss.
Yeah, did you see the play? Down the line, it was right at his feet. He missed it. Yeah, I mean, he's on the payroll. He's definitely
Sleeper
Penn State
agent,
grad.
Suspected Chinese honeypot Fang solicited illegal campaign donations for Eric Swalwell, FBI found.
Yeah, that's probably not good when one of your representatives is sleeping with a Chinese spy. That kind of went under the radar a little bit.
New pandemic, shocking number of Gen Z shut-ins report 0 face-to-face human interactions per day after COVID.
And AI can't come soon enough for these jokers.
Stowing away, mice captured racing around boarding gate at NYC's LaGuardia Airport.
This just in, there were rats in New York.
Croy Bierman makes out with ex-wife of Kim Zolciak's boyfriend after denying romance.
Those branches got too intertwined for me.
Very intertwined.
I couldn't figure out what
Croy
was just...
Bierman
Him stay in the news.
Makes out with ex-wife of Kim Zolciak's boyfriend after denying romance. That's
in other
four
words.
people.
So they did a flop.
Swapping.
Flippity floppity.
Flippity floppity.
A little flippity floppity there.
That, my friends, New York City
Never
headlines.
came out, the Yankees movie. Whatever happened? Wasn't that supposed to come out? We talked about that 5 years ago. Wasn't it Damon and Affleck were making it?
Yeah,
or
Fritz and Kekich.
You know this story? I think we told you one time. It was
In the
real quick.
70s.
Yeah, in the 70s.
We got freaky back then.
Yeah, tell them, Hick, exactly what happened
We
there.
had two Yankee pitchers.
Huh?
And they
Oh,
and
yeah,
they
y'all
traded
they
families.
traded families.
They
That's
traded
right.
the whole
thing.
family.
Dogs,
everything.
kids, everything.
One stayed married, one didn't make it.
Did they both stay on the Yankees?
Eventually, one got traded to Cleveland.
But they played together with after the arrangement?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got to see that. That'll be a crazy movie.
That's Cal and Chuck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Defense in Duval. That defense is a hyena. Let's go. Home sweet home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. 1010XL.
Hey, gang, Hick in here. It comes to trucks. The only name you need to know is George Moore Chevrolet, man. Right now, our showroom off Atlantic Boulevard, man, we got the toughest, strongest, hardest working Chevy trucks around. Silverado's ready for you to pick, play, work just as hard as you do. Gang, I don't just talk about them. I got 2 George Moore Chevrolet trucks of my own. Man, they've earned every mile, every job, every weekend. Power, dependability, style. If it's a truck you want, George Moore Chevrolet is who you need, man. Go by the Atlantic Boulevard showroom today. There's such great people over there. Service department led by Gabe, second to none. Appreciate all those guys over there taking care. Got a good oil change over there yesterday for my son. See why truck people keep coming back for more at George Moore Chevrolet. We're together. That's right.
Storm season is here, and at JEA, we're on it. We work year-round to strengthen our electric, water, and sewer systems, making them more storm-resistant. Trees are trimmed around power lines to help reduce outages caused by falling debris. Plus, our online outage map and the MyJEA app make it easier than ever to report and monitor outages. So no matter what this storm season brings, we're ready to respond, restore, and keep you informed every step of the way. Learn more and see how you can prepare at JEA.com.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hey, gang, Hicken here. You know I've been using Zero Res for years now. Heck, I used a couple other guys way back when, even tried to do-it-yourself cleaning. Learned real quick that ain't for us. With Zero Res, the zero residue carpet cleaner leaves your carpets truly clean with no dirt-attracting soaps or harsh chemicals. And they're affordable. This month, get 3 rooms starting at $119 plus a free hallway for the remainder of the month. Call 287-5727 or visit ZeroResJacksonville.com and ask for the 1010XL special.
Lauren Brooks here. Game days are back in Duval, and Closets by Design is ready to make your home a championship space. That's right, Closets by Design does way more than custom closets. They can transform your man cave to wow your friends when they come over to watch the Teal and Black. Schedule a free in-home consultation or schedule a tour of their amazing showroom on Phillips Highway by calling 904-878-9393. Plus, get 40% off, an extra 15% off, and free installation. ClotsByDesign.com.
At the First Coast YMCA, we believe finances should never be a barrier to belonging. That's why we offer Your Rate, an income-based membership designed to be affordable for every budget and accessible for your whole family, or even just you. Because the Y is more than a gym. It's the place where you find support for your wellness, where children grow in confidence, and families spend meaningful time together. No matter where you are, there's a place for you at the Y. Visit fcymca.org.
When you're hungry, go big, and more importantly, go to Dailies, where they got anything and everything to tantalize your taste buds and fill you up. At Dailies, our barbecue beef brisket sandwich is slow smoked to perfection, tender, juicy, and full of bold flavor. It's the kind of sandwich that truly satisfies. Try the barbecue brisket sandwich at Dailies. Meanwhile, some favorites never go out of style. The Duval sub at Daly's is stacked, loaded, and made with the bold flavor you want in every bite. Fresh ingredients, big taste. It's a local favorite. Grab the Duval sub today at Daly's. Or maybe you just want a delicious chicken sandwich. Some choices just work. The chicken sandwich at Daly's is crispy on the outside, it's juicy on the inside, and it is full of flavor. Perfect for lunch, perfect for dinner, perfect anytime hunger hits. So grab the chicken sandwich today at Daly's. Daly's is made fresh, it's made local, and Daly's is built for big appetites. I'll see you there today.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
All right, we're back. We've had a morning just full of golden moments.
I got a good one.
I'd like to go ahead and use my golden moment to once again recognize Stuart Moore for taking the lead into the final week and the illustrious prize pack that we put together for him that included the
Thank you
chef's
for
kiss,
taking the leadership on that.
2 Jolly Ranchers. I mean, you play all year. You outsmart and you outwit the brain trust that is here. It's
Just
only,
a review. Last year, we got to play the stadium.
Yeah, this year he got a double X T-shirt and 2 Jolly Ranchers. So we're gonna
and a certificate
and 2
of
pens.
appreciation.
And we're
2 pens.
Yeah, we're gonna see if we can't rectify that just a little bit, because now what's gonna happen is the golden moment will be tarnished when he blows the lead, and now suddenly one of us is in first, and we're gonna get nothing. And like it.
You know what I'll be doing?
I don't.
Okay. My golden moment is I love fantasy payouts.
Okay.
I love like the guy who had to go into the bodybuilding contest.
That was good.
And stood up next to, this
Arnold.
yoked guy
Yeah.
and had to go.
But you could tell that he at least worked. He tried for 5 months. He wasn't bodybuilder built, but he wasn't like.
He got in shape though.
A little bit in shape. A little bit for what he is.
Nowhere near close.
No, trust me, he didn't look like a bodybuilder.
So now I got this 32-year-old cat.
That, by the way, is just because he's up there and it's the Speedo, the whole thing.
The ski
But he's in his 30s. You get away with that in your 30s.
It wasn't like embarrassing. It was sort of laughable.
Laughable, yeah. But it would be embarrassing.
Yeah.
If you were up there. I don't know, maybe not. Have a couple beers and let it rip.
And then we've had the stand-up, we've done the stand-up things and things like that. Anyway, this 32-year-old guy, he came in last, and so he had to go Saturday morning to high school, take the ACT.
Oh, yeah.
And the punishment was not just taking the test. He had to score at least 19 around the average score, or you have to retake it.
And you got to pay to take that thing,
He's
too.
like, I haven't thought about high school material in 14 years. There's no way I'd get a 19 on the ACT.
In other news, you can just sign up and go take the ACT at your local high school anytime you want.
I wonder, and I think it's like
Don't ruin the
$100.
bet.
Yeah,
Let's just enjoy it. But yeah, so anyway.
Somebody said on the text line they saw one where a guy had to play golf with at least 2 strangers with no ball.
No ball the whole round.
Had to pretend like
The
he hit the
whole
ball.
round.
And the other 2 guys supposed to be like, I guess you tell them. You have to tell them what you're doing.
They didn't know anything until the end, like 2.5 hours later. They didn't ask or anything.
They didn't even ask?
No,
they just thought the guy was crazy?
Right. I would have bro, what are you doing?
Well, the good news is he's always on pace with you. You never have to wait on him.
You got to wait on him.
Yeah. Another birdie.
Ooh, get in, yeah. Did you see that? Yeah.
You guys had the one yesterday and I feel like I'm missing the punchline, but because the Caterpillar one doesn't seem that bad to me. Where it seems terrible.
Dressed up as
that you got to do the 5-day
well,
Caterpillar.
Dress up too.
Oh yeah. Well,
you got to dress up.
Got to dress up like the Caterpillar. Also.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to put the Caterpillar's outfit on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. But anyway, there's some crazy ones, man. They come up with them every year.
Yeah, they do, and it's
kind of like the wheel spin.
And they're more and more. Fantasy football is just so ultra common. That it's everywhere. Pull up the AP top 10 preseason.
All right.
Let's correlate. Should it be this dang obvious? I'm going to give you a school, and I want you to tell me where they rank.
All right.
Okay. Just let me know when you got that.
I got it.
Okay. hot off the press. Ohio State #1 for the 9th time in program history. Georgia, by the way, has finished in the AP top 10 9 years in a row, so they're going for 10 years in a row finishing. Forget how you start. They finished in the top 10.
That's awesome.
Notre Dame has their highest starting spot in
They're
preseason since 06 when they were #2. All right, I'm going to give you a
By the
school.
way, Indiana a little disrespectful.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, defending natty champs, 16-0. Guys lost 2 games in 2 years. And
he's got talent back.
You can sit there and say, well, they got to change a quarterback, and I get that, but, you know, a little
Did you see the Reese Davis sit down with Signetti?
No.
It was good. Like, you can really get it. Like, this guy, he said, I don't golf, I don't fish, I don't hunt, I watch film. He loves to watch film. So he just watches film nonstop. And he's like, and Reese like, oh, show me a play, that Fernando Mendoza made that you just went, what? And he was able to, like, show a couple. I don't know how he hit this pass. I mean, this is supposed to go here, and I don't know, yada, yada.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to give you a team. You tell me where they're ranked.
All right, I'm ready.
LSU.
11.
No, they're 8.
They're 11.
AP? ET told me they were 8.
He's a liar.
Oh. All right, never mind. Maybe he told me 11. All right, 11. Okay.
Okay.
Miami.
7.
All right, Notre Dame.
E.T. told me 4.
No, Notre Dame. We had a little issue at
4.
the beginning, so I think he went back. Remember, E.T. That was the one we had to count it. So we had a little hiccup early. That'll happen, won't it? That'll happen sometimes at 6 o'clock hour. Those eyes were quite working you right. All right, Notre Dame.
4.
Ohio State.
1.
Oregon.
2.
Texas.
5.
Texas A&M.
8.
All right, Georgia.
3.
And Ole Miss.
9.
And Michigan.
Michigan is 16.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Those are the 10 highest roster expenditures this year. Those are the 10 programs that spent the most on their football roster.
Oh, shout out to Indiana. You didn't mention, and Oklahoma. You didn't mention.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 11.
Yeah.
So you do. I don't think it takes 60 minutes to tie these investigative, strings together. You got to pay. Now, granted, this is the preseason. The Mets had the second highest payroll. Where are they at today?
Oh, yeah, some of these teams will still bottom out.
And by the way, this is where you got to determine, Florida's, roughly 30 million. This guy, well, maybe some teams can do with 30 million what others do with 50, just like some coaches did with 3 stars, what others did with 5. But it always helps to have the 5. It always helps to have
I saw this interesting
the top payroll.
Interesting number. Florida State unranked, obviously, for the 5th time in 7 years under Norvell, or
in the preseason.
Yes, preseason top 25. They're not ranked for 5th time in 7 years. That alone, to me, is a fireable offense. Again, if it was a Florida coach, any coach of a program that I think we should be in the top 25 every year, that would be my thing.
And by the way,
at the very least,
you don't stand for that for real long. If you're 20, if you're 8 and 4,
we've given him 7 years, 5 times you've been unranked. Bobby Bowden, 34 years at FSU. And remember where he brought the program from? Nowhere. Only 6 times in 34 years was he unranked to start a season. 6 times in 34 years. Mike Norvell, 5 times in 7 years.
Yeah.
You got to go.
Times they haven't changed.
You got to go. You gone. We gone. We got to take a break.
Well, I got. This is this year's punishment for a league. I've been sent a copy of the group text.
I love it.
It goes out to the guys. Okay, the official punishment for this year.
Oh, no.
You finish last.
Yeah.
Have to go to a sperm bank.
Oh, my.
Oh, gosh, no.
Hold on.
Oh, no.
You have to donate. And on the form, you have to check the box that will allow the child to contact you once they turn 18.
Bro, no, man.
No
way.
Negative.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care. Official dental partner of the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp.
If you can hear that sound, you probably already know why we're here. That's a roof leak. Congratulations, you now have an indoor water feature.
At Endless Summer Roofing, we specialize in removing water features from places they shouldn't be, like your living room, your bedroom, your other room. We use quality materials, show up when we say we will, and won't suggest duct tape as a long-term solution. Radical, I know. EndlessSummerRoofing.com. Your ceiling will thank you, eventually.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
I'm local attorney Rick Alexander. In my 30 years practicing law, I've learned you never want to choose money over health. It's always a bad deal. Unfortunately, when someone screws up and you get hurt, that choice is gone. Your only choice is whether you face the future with a lawyer or without one. If you're hurt because somebody screwed up, call me at the practice. The Alexander Law Practice, 904-400-6600 or alexanderlawpractice.com, Jacksonville.
Tom McMahon is here for Armstrong Fence Company, a locally owned First Coast business for nearly 20 years. Hurricane season is here. Don't wait for the first storm warning. Your fence is your first line of defense. Loose boards, weak posts, or damage can turn into big problems when high winds come around. Armstrong Fence Company handles repairs and builds from stadiums to backyards. Get a pre-storm fence check today. Call Armstrong Fence Company or search online. Armstrong Fence Company. Yeah, we did the fence.
Jacksonville homes are selling, but it could take months and a low price, lower than you want to sell. It could. Doesn't have to. Getting top price means aggressive marketing, and Chad and Sandy Newman are the Jacksonville experts who've proven systems that are going to drive demand and sell your home. So if you need to sell now, Chad and Sandy get instant offers. Fast, easy, stress-free. Max price, they're going to aggressively market. And whether you're buying or selling, fast or max, Chad and Sandy have the proven plan guaranteed. How's this for a bottom line? Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they'll buy it. No required costly repairs. Pick your move date, agree, and move on. Keith in Atlantic Beach. I wanted to move my parents closer. They needed a lot of help getting their home ready for sale. Finding a new one. Medical issues made things even more challenging. I called Chad and Sandy because I heard their stories on the radio. The Chad and Sandy team, compassionate and professional, and got the job done. My folks' home sold the very first weekend for $1.2 million. Call Chad and Sandy today.
Bueller, stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, pal. Hey, Jason, I'm glad your technician could come look at my air conditioner on Monday. You guys were crazy busy.
Mondays are always crazy. What happened?
Oh, stupid AC started making a funny noise Friday night, so I had to put up with it all weekend before I could call you Monday morning.
Why didn't you call on Saturday or Sunday?
What? And leave a message for who knows when?
We answer the phone all weekend, and we can have a crew dispatched right away.
You can?
We have expert crews on call all weekend long. And if they're on call, they'd actually like to work.
You mean I could have called on Friday and had it fixed on Saturday?
Or called on Sunday and had it fixed on Sunday.
For the same price as always?
Same as Monday to Friday. We have the same world-class service at the same prices 7 days a week.
Really?
If you call on the weekend, your problem gets fixed on the weekend. Stay cooler with Bueller. Visit BuellerAir.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
All right, putting the wraps on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Thanks for being along for this at times wild ride. Jaguars practice on the practice field today. They're banged up by injuries, and we got more injury news this morning, including Quint Allen out for a while. Parker Washington won't be able to go the rest of the week. And, you know, with the joint practices, that's especially painful. Liam was frustrated by the fact that they couldn't do what they wanted to do yesterday when it came to padded work because they've just been banged up, beaten up, and at least according to him, it's among the reasons he expects the starters to play this Friday night, and it'll most likely be the only glimpse we get, especially of the frontline starters, and obviously that includes Trevor Lawrence. E.T., I would ask you this. This is like the one area. Does it matter that you got a patchwork offensive line when it comes to the decision whether or not to play Trevor Lawrence? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm not playing Trevor.
I know he says he's playing the starters maybe as much as 2 series, and you can make the argument if you're not going to play your quarterback, then why play the receivers? You know, they don't need to go out for the timing of a Carter Bradley pass or Joey Aguilar. We've got no Nick Mullins. At least he's out now. He got banged up a little bit in New Orleans, so. Do you need Trevor Lawrence to play a couple series just to, get through the? I guess no. You could play Carter Bradley the first half and Aguilar the second. It doesn't matter. It's a practice game.
Yeah.
But I'm just wondering, with a banged up offensive line, and we know that storyline, is that the perfect storm to put your quarterback out there and put him at risk?
It also depends on who they're playing.
I don't know, and I do think that Bryce Young played some. I don't know what they did across the board. Some teams you almost gauge, is this team playing their starters by whether or not you see the quarterback.
Yeah, of course.
And sometimes it's more than that. Maybe they did sit a bunch of players but played the quarterback, or maybe the quarterback doesn't play but a bunch of other starters do. So I do know this, especially when it comes to like the defensive side of the ball, all those guys that sat. And it was all of them, the entire defensive line, the entire secondary. When he says starters are going to play this week, especially those guys, when it comes to the offensive side of the ball, you got no Parker Washington. You've got a banged-up offensive line. Would it not behoove you just to play whatever you've got, mix and match on the offensive line, and then just let's get another opportunity for the young quarterbacks and the young receivers and see who can differentiate amongst the trammels? And I'll give you a guy who it wasn't a good preseason opener for, Tim Jones.
Oh, yeah.
Right? He's been around here a long time, and, you got 2 receivers now, 2 young guys that look like
boys,
they could be certainly developmental projects at the least. So, injuries make the week up, kind of throws it into turmoil a little bit from what they had planned. But now those plans, it seems, will include some starters time on Friday. We shall see. And Jaguars Today follow up on this and much more coming up.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
All right, Jaguars Today is coming up next. Teams continue to fine-tune a little bit. We saw it earlier in the week outside the division and a move inside the division yesterday with Keenan Allen going to the Colts. I don't know how significant. I do think it indicates, despite them saying Alec Pierce is fine, nothing to see here, that they're not, quite sure that the guy they paid and extended will be ready to go.
Somewhere, yeah.
I would guess. So what you guys got coming up today?
Yeah, we'll be reacting to, what everyone's reacting to, right? Like the injury stuff that's going on with the Jaguars obviously is a big story right now. I was talking to RJ before I came in here for the show. I think days like today are the days that I wish I was a keep a journal guy, so that I could go back to a year ago and 2 years ago and 3 years ago in training camp about what was going on with injuries with the Jaguars and actually have some idea
how it compares.
Right. Like how it actually compares to years past with the injuries that the Jaguars are dealing with right now. Like most of my head goes to, we're 3 weeks into camp. Guys are dinged up. Right. And if it was the regular season, they might be practicing today to get ready for Sunday, but it's not. So they don't have to push these guys at all yet. Right. So part of me's there, and part like the Quinn Allen thing being out for the rest of the preseason. That's a bit different. Maybe that would cost them a week. Right, if everything were equal and it was the regular season. McCary, obviously it could be a month, maybe more, right, when we get into the regular season with what they're going to miss him. But the other guy, like the Parker thing, like that feels to me like if they needed him today, he'd be out there today.
Well, and I would say this. I would look, I don't want to pick the best of 2 bad options.
Right.
But given injury news options, I think I'd rather deal with these little bumps and bruises and minor setbacks than watch one of your frontline players, tear an ACL non-contact, which is happening around the league.
Like, I can understand the feeling that people may have that it's all kind of piling up on them right now, and that's not necessarily wrong, but it's how big is the pile really? I think it's impossible to know until we actually get to where...
And what will it be in 3 weeks from Sunday?
Right. Like, are they healthy enough with these options going into Cleveland? Like, it's not going to be McCary available to him week 1. That's the only one you know right now is
Right.
not going to be available week 1 against Cleveland.
And then you have to decide, and I'm sure they wish that they could get the cohesion going because then you'd have a decision. All right, am I putting like one of those 2 young players in at right guard if McCary's not there? Am I putting Walker Little there now that is Van Lanen back in full? I mean, we don't know that for sure. We're kind of going on the assumption that Cole Van Lanen will be trotting out there full, ready to go for the season opener.
That's the hope. And how many times does he need to get hit before he's actually ready to play in an NFL game? Like, I think those matters. Like Josh Hines-Allen talking about that kind of thing. He's like, I'm not ready. Like when he's talking about whether or not he should play in the preseason, it's like, I'm not ready for an NFL regular season game. Just doing practice to this point. There is something to being football ready, like game ready. Like you have to, your body needs to know what that's going to be like, right? To at least have a little bit of that adjustment with all those kind of things. I get it though. They're all piling up. The Milam one is probably the one that bums me out among all the kind of minor ones, because this does feel, especially with what's going on with McCary, it feels like such a big opportunity for him. Right, for him to not be available
all preseason.
Right, for him to not be available for the joint practice tomorrow or the preseason game this weekend potentially. Like that's a bit of a bummer among all the kind of nagging stuff they're doing.
More opportunity for Pregnon. And I'll tell you something else that's lost into just trying to piece it together is you also lose this element that's so important and they really believe in. That's the competition within the roster. You're losing that competition along the offensive line of trying to hold or gain a spot because they've been so mismatched because of injury. All right, Jaguars Today is coming up next. It's been a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. We appreciate you, E.
Time to swerve.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. The